tell you something. If there's something weird sleeping in your bed, oh, let me tell you something. Bustin' makes me feel good.
This is crack. Everybody wants to be cool, but doing it with crack isn't just wrong. It could be dead wrong.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you know you got me hypnotized. So be wise and keep on reading the songs of my body.
DJ Cumberbund.
Oh boy, I can see your body moving, half animal, half man. I don't really know what I'm doing, but just seem to have a plan. Oh baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy. Let's go, let's go. Don't you see, baby, I see it's perfect. I know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. Oh, the attraction, the tension. Don't you see, baby, this is perfection.
Hey girl, I can see your body moving, and it's driving me crazy. And I didn't have the slightest idea until I saw you dancing. And when you walk up on the dance floor, nobody can ignore the way you move your body, girl. And everything's so unexpected, the way you right and left it, so you can keep on shaking it.
I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy. Let's go, let's go, baby, this is perfection. I know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension, baby, this is perfection.
Dance like this, she makes a man wanna speak Spanish.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6.
No se bailan la calle. This one I made the girl, the one that is in love. Hey, and if I wanted to cry, but there is what God died. I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel you, boy. That full power, just a working. I know I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension, don't you see, baby, this is perfection. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
Señorita, feel the conga, let me see you move like you come from Colombia.
And of opportunity, the golden tap for me. Our future looks so bright. I think that's even light.
Mi casa, su casa.
DJ Cumberbund.
That's such a treat and it's time you taste it. There ain't no reason on earth to waste it. It ain't a crime to be good to yourself. Take your own vacation. It's all you need, so believe me, honey.
It's up to you. What's your pleasure?
It ain't a crime to be good to yourself.
Nothing but a good time. Yeah. How can I resist? Ain't looking for nothing but a good time, and it don't get better than this.
Oh yeah, lick it out, lick it out. It's happening right now. Come on, lick it out, lick it out.
Mr. Adonis is not real. Clips used on this show are displayed in accordance with fair use and Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act. Clips are used for the purpose of commentary and are transformative in nature. Mr. Adonis is not a real cartoon man. He is just made up, and you should not take his advice or do the things he say, because what he tell you to do is very bad. He not very funny, and he not a very good artist, and you would not like him in real life. Please do not ask to hang out. Mr. Adonis is also a sellout piece of shit, so at the first sign of criticism, he will claim this is all just a joke. We ask you don't fuck with people on the show, and don't get mad because you will look stupid, and don't try this at home.
It's a hair salon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a hair salon.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it's not a. Where'd you park?
Going back.
In the back?
Yeah.
Okay. Set up.
All right, let's go.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome once again to another Late Night with Adonis Paul. This time it is your Late Night with Adonis Paul for the 27th of June, 2026, in the year of our Lord, 2026. I'm Adonis Paul, your entertainment director, and you will remain whatever the fuck your name is for the next few hours while I have control of your mind, and I take you on a wonderful trip through the wild and weird of the internet, ladies and gentlemen. You have found the most forbidden broadcast on the internet, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it? I couldn't be more proud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hate it when it does that. I meant to do that. Give yourselves a round of applause. I'm proud of you. That's right. Well, some of you. Some of you are very attentive people. Some of you notice things, some of you don't. Some of you were victims of a wicked and disgusting scheme by a man who has only identified himself to me at this point as Gunnar Pablo, a clone gone rogue. A man who filled our water supply in Los Tejas with SSRIs. And I'm led to believe that many of you have been under the impression you've been raped. You've been Mickey'd, ladies and gentlemen. They pulled a Mickey on you. You've been stumbling around here for weeks just like AP doesn't have a chin. What are you talking about? It's freaking me the fuck out. I only drink bottled water and I never eat here at the Palace. But you people apparently do. And I'm sorry. Now, Pablo can't join us tonight. We don't have enough room for him just yet. He will return next show. We'll be able to enjoy Pablo being with us on our next broadcast. But tonight, let's just get to know each other once again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Adonis Paul, your entertainment director. You are my loving and adoring audience, and I couldn't wish to be anywhere better in the world than here with you right now, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope you feel the same way. Because it's time for us to get late night started, baby. Let me give you, no. Let me give you a taste of things to come.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Thank you. Thank you. A little Pantera to start the night off. That's how to do it. Always feel a little better like that. Tonight on the big program, we first have some news, and we have an update. Precious Bland, the lady who drowned her baby, has spoken. And I have some updates from her. Some updates I think you're going to want to hear, ladies and gentlemen. After that, we've got love and relationships. We have aging celebrities. We're going to check in with Blossom, of all people, ladies and gentlemen. Milam Bayek, or however you say her stupid fucking name. We're going to check in with her smarty aunt ass. After that, we've got immigration, trans issues, fast food, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get too comfortable. We have Dookie. After we get done with Dookie, we go around the world, where there will be probably more Dookie if we stop in India at least. After that, we come back here for a little road rage, women's rage, and then, well, if we have time for a break, we'll do that. If not, we come back and we go to work. We have protest and activism. Neighbors follows that. A little neighbor action. Gotta love that. Politics, those darn white people. Retail madness, white pills, third world America. And, of course, Fringe Talk. So that's your late night for tonight, friendos, and I hope all of you are excited as I am. I hope you're as excited to receive it right in your face as I'm ready to spray you in the fucking face with it. How about that? Now, again, I am a little disappointed in you fuckers that none of you have done enough drugs to shake off the effects of those SSRIs and realize something was wrong. You should have known when I didn't have a chin. Now let us never speak of it again. How's it going, YouTube chat? We'll start over on YouTube real quick, see what's going on over there. Elk Players, Fruits Goose, my man Chuck Mangione was out there. Ori Nabisco, who was out there hanging out, shot out and tired. We got Rick Manise saying, happy Super Los Tejas, AP, and fine citizens of Los Tejas. Thank you very, very much. And a happy Super Los Tejas Saturday to you, Rick Manise. Hope you guys enjoyed the new intro. Put a little something new together for you. Hopefully you'll reward me for that financially. Oh, we have an animate. Well, hell. I do want to be able to get that. Big fan of those animates. Exclamation point animate in the Rumble chat. AP and Pablo jousting on horses. They both get knocked down to the ground lances. They have cartoons. All right. I don't know how they're going to stuff that into 5 seconds, bro, but it's done. It's in the oven, friendo. Oh, I need to turn those sounds on OBS only. Hold on. There's always going to be something when you have a bunch of new shit. That's all right. Control audio via OBS. There we go. Now I won't blast your eardrums out. Well, I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Tell me about your Saturday. We have a little time to burn here in the beginning. A little talk time. Before we get on with the show proper. Will to push forward. Great to see you out there. Sinrise, J-Wink, Eugene Stoner, Canuckastani, Midnight Next Out. Nice chin. Dick knows you're going to level your audio tonight. You didn't notice? Have you not noticed? Have you been hit with maxed out red barred shit? No, you haven't. All the bumpers and all of the intro and everything has been leveled. Now, as far as all the videos I have to throw in a pop player, good luck. That's a crapshoot that I have to adjust every time. I'm not throwing them all into Premiere and leveling the peaks for every video we watch. We got 67 videos tonight, dude. So fuck you. All right, but it is good to see you, Midnight. You know I mean that fuck you in the friendliest way possible. I got a little fucking attitude tonight. I don't know. I mean, I got a little attitude problem. You're not the first motherfucker I attacked tonight and had to apologize to. Except with you, I'm not going to apologize because I hate you, you fucking cocksucker. I'm just kidding. I don't hate you. I don't even find you mildly annoying. Work harder at it. Gail Dribble, pleasure to see you out there. It says, look like you had 67 fader moves, bitch boy. Fuck you. That's the digital output that they provide me.
Prepare to joust. Bring it on. I win.
Well, you have a
AP
couple of
rule.
Pablos, but AP did win.
Prepare to joust.
I really need to
Bring
get in
it
there and
on.
fix that.
Bring it
I believe
win.
I have a method
AP
to
rule.
fix this that I don't need to bother AJ with. I don't think he has my
Prepare to
models
joust.
labeled correctly.
Bring it on.
But that's okay,
I
because
win.
I've drawn new
AP
ones,
rule.
so it doesn't fucking matter. Plus, I have the anime ones, which are super fucking cool. Elk Slayer, Ori Nabisco, what's up? Matt, take it on with it, Adumbish. That was a pretty clunky insult, bud. Want to try that one again, huh? Elk Slayer, you like it when I abuse you? I don't want to abuse. I don't want to hurt feelings. Nobody likes to hurt feelings, bro. Hey, Cruz Red Eyes, been a minute. Great to see you out there. Nacho Damas, the greatest APIC white people. The white, well, yeah, the SSRIs have worn off, and the white boy is back, ladies and gentlemen. Clap. Forget you're on a live fucking show. Now, we have 4 minutes left. If I could ask as many of you that have the means to do so to go to streamelements.com/. No, don't do that. Just go to my Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi, Rumble Rant, Super Chat, and supertip.gg. Those are the payment processors whose links are in the description or that have convenient buttons provided by the processor. Choose one of those, hit that button now, and come off a 5-spot at very least. It will be super cool to keep this high-quality program on the air. I found a way to obtain the tools I need for $35 a day, which I invested in yesterday, obviously. You couldn't tell by the intro. Would you believe I couldn't think of the word for suicide doors? You ever just have the most obvious words not be able to, just your brain just forgets them? I had to call Amos Moses at work. At work managing a very large and prestigious automotive facility. Like, hey man, can I ask you a question? It's kind of important. I need an answer right now. He's like, all right, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, you know how in a 1965 Shelby Cobra, the doors open backwards? What are they? I didn't even finish. He goes, it's fucking suicide doors, man. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. I couldn't explain to the AI. I was like, the doors are opening wrong. Make them open the other, like in reverse. Every way I explained it to AI to do suicide doors, could not figure it the fuck out. Had to be told the name proper. Space Ghost says, I'm a Greek guy. No, you're a geek guy, and I love you for it, my friend. It's good to see you, Space Ghost. Tailfin said you could just DM me, and I would have told you. Yeah, but I mean, I have friends in real life, too. I don't go to the internet for stupid questions, because then I have to hear from other people other than that one guy. I mean, I'll hear about it from Amos Moses forever. Remember the chocolate martini story? 16th King over on Rumble. Oh, talking to Mr. Fever Time. I wish AJ was watching and dropping by. I'd see all the new shit. I have, to make a choice, I'm going to spend my evening tonight. I could try to upgrade High Stakes a little bit. Make it a little more pleasant looking. Give it its own better intro. It's not all fucking standard. Maybe its own waiting screen. That'd be cool. Or I can use until 6:45 a.m. to continue working on our fucking movie. So that's probably what I'll end up doing, to be honest with you. Because High Stakes is not going to, it will not produce me. I don't think it's going to give me an extra $35 if I shine it up. It's essentially the same fucking thing. It's just a different looking version of the same thing. So this though, you'll never understand how much better this setup is. I mean, you could understand it. I'm not saying you're dumb. I can tell you. But as far as like the end user experience, you want it. This is so much easier on processing strength, memory, video, just encoding everything. My computer just took a big because not everything was 5,000 by 6,000 AVI videos with the alpha layer. So when there's nothing, it still has to render nothing. They're big fucking files. So yeah, it's been a trip the last couple days. Give me a second. We got a Rumble rant here. MechX the Mystery Gamer comes in. Thank you very much for a $2 rant. And he says, "Take some cash, AP. Go get a soda or some shit." Thank you very much. I'm your food and beverage administrator. Don't worry, I'll fix that refrigerator for you in the break room next to the count room. I figured out a way to script that a really intricate heist in a way where it makes sense in a 40-minute feature. As the problem I'm having is all right, got to figure out how to do this. And once I did, it was so intricate. I'm like, how do you script this shit for a 5-minute segment? I was talking to Chuck and the boys, man. They were over here like, that's kind of its own fucking movie, you know? I told Chuck I have this problem when I write where I try to over-explain things, and maybe somebody needs to step in and tell me, hey, man, no one cares how the flux capacitor worked, bro. No one ever asked. Just drop out of the fucking vents and steal some fucking money. No one's expecting Ocean's 11 shit. That shit takes 2 hours, and that was still way too fucking long for Ocean's 11. It's not that good of a movie. It's just got a good bunch of good actors in it. I'll never advocate for Ocean's 11. It has Don Cheadle in it, that son of a bitch. Circuit Zero, what's up, my man? Thank you for 10. Says, free money, so have some. Next week, I should find out if I get a new position that will basically double my income. Well, hell yeah. Round of applause for you, bud. I am happy to hear that. You're moving. You're going places. Look at you. And just when you get up there, don't forget the little people. Your friends down here at the bottom, okay? Congratulations to Circus Zero. And Tukrowski says, watch Dirty Harry the other day. So do you feel lucky, punk? On with the show for $50 fucking dollars, man. I don't even have like proper rewards made yet. I have bombs. I don't have any Pablo kills yet. I'm gonna do something completely different with the fatalities, which should allow me to, because they're not on some weird 3D set that doesn't make sense because I drew it freehand and shit. I can now crank out pretty much whatever fatality I want very quickly by simply describing it to a clanker. So soon, hopefully, if people like you keep supporting the show with those $50 donations like you just did, we'll have fucking thousands to choose from. I'll even be asking the clankers. I'll be like, I'm out of ideas. What are some new ways to murder this beaner? And you got, look, it's going to kill us. There's no stopping that. But you can accelerate it. And if destruction is coming, I say you accelerate that shit. You do that. Listen to your friend AP. You need an argument for that? You need a debate point for that? Well, here's your debate point. Do you hate the new generation? Yeah. Do you respect the last generation? Yeah, I do. You know what that means? Every generation gets worse and worse. Do you want these Generation Z weirdos touching your health care, your budgetary decisions when you're old with your Social Security? No. The boomers were right. They just didn't finish the job. I say we do what our boomer forefathers did. I say we learn from their wisdom. And we say, fuck them. You fuck that next generation right in the ass. No sympathy for them. Nothing for you. No housing, nothing. Fuck you. It's ours now. We're keeping all of our money. Spend those resources however you like, friendos. But that being said, I do feel very lucky. And thank you very much to Krosky. I'm glad you had that type of disposable income to help keep the show alive tonight. Bringing us up to $65 for the evening, which is very fucking cool. But do you know what helps people separate their money and their wallet? Nothing in history has done that better than big fucking titties, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it! It's late night! You know what, guys? I'm sorry. When you're right, you're right. Those are some small fucking titties. I didn't know that I was going to lead into the dancer segment tonight by screaming a description of the titties. That would be wrong. I'm going to punish myself tonight for that.
I'm certainly glad Peggy is going back to church, but I think it's a little much to do it almost every day. Since she discovered the glory hole, she can't stop getting on her knees and praying all day.
That's okay, Hank. That's okay. I've been given specific, informed, firsthand information that God wants ladies to suck that dick. It's true. What are the only two things you do on your knees? Yeah. Yeah, think about it. Ladies, it's time to get closer to God. That's a titty. Oh, shit, man. Midnight in Exile is not going to like that. Hey, I had to load something. I had to do it on the fly. It's fixed. Why do I give a fuck what you think? What kind of low self-esteem do I have that this commenter is giving me shit? If I don't turn that video off, if they're looking at me like that, you know, I might become the next Gooner Pablo. Mr. Bonus for 20 says, say something shitty about Canada. Well, why? Did Canada do something to offend you recently? All right. I assume if you want me to say something shitty, you want me to have it based on my personal experience. Canada is a fucking lie. Canada is just the culture of the Midwest with meaner fucking people and some French farther north. That's it. They're mean. They're not nice. They're mean. They're dry. They're just too scared to fight. They're trained to apologize instead of fight. That doesn't make you nice. The people themselves are very fucking mean. I found them, compared to American Southerners, almost intolerable. You have to know them like as well as I know my wife and her family before you can like let your guard down around Canadians and not constantly feel like you're being insulted by them low-key. And the most real out of all the media that I've ever seen, and I've watched a lot of it because it relates to me, so I find it funny. Canadian and American interactions, the one that is most accurate for my situation being a Texan is the King of the Hill episode. How those Canadians didn't mean nothing by it. But when I watch that episode and when you watch that episode, everything they're doing, we're like, fuck you. Imagine being surrounded by those people. And they really don't even know they're insulting you. That's just how they live. It's fucked up. I don't like it. I will never live in Canada. I will get divorced before I live in Canada. I will go broke treating my wife's fucking cancer in America, living at MD Anderson, begging and doing live streams from her room at night as quietly as I can, begging for money before I go to Canada and sit up there for that same treatment for months. Even under those extreme circumstances, I will never live in Canada. We have a story tonight on this fucking show about a lady who moved from Canada, went back to visit 2 years later. She's not home anymore. Nobody in their right mind aspires to move to Canada. The only people that want to move to Canada are persecuted freaks. Like gay people that are overly paranoid want to run to Canada. That's the type of perception you have to want to go from America to Canada. It just doesn't make fucking sense. Get your shit together, Canucks. All right. Okay. That sounds good. All right, we'll do that. Was that good enough for some Canuckian shit talk there? I hope I did well. I hope I lived up to all of your expectations. Because now, friends, it's time for the news. No, Leaf doesn't have cancer. I was saying even if she did. And it was like you'll go broke paying for it in America, or you can go to Canada and get, whatever their form of treatment is. I'm still going broke in America. Long term, flying up there for like a surgery, maybe, because if it's free, okay, it's not like critical and you can wait months for, okay, maybe. Like, living there? No. No, I can't shop at fucking Canadian Superstore. It sucks. Just, no. I don't know what to tell you. I'm raised in a different place, and I never want to live in Canada. It's very frightening to me. Teenage Mutant Ninja Mice. Tonight in the news.
It might sound like a sci-fi horror movie, but mutant mice are all too real. Researchers at Rutgers found mice here in the Northeast have evolved to survive common poisons. So
They're evolving. Quickly. This is how the best horror movie starts.
what happens now when you call pest control? Eyewitness News anchor Michelle Charlesworth went to find out.
Mice have genetically changed, mutated. The poison isn't killing them anymore.
They show much higher mutation frequency than we thought.
This is like the Bollywood version of Jurassic Park. You got your Dr. Wu here. It's gone wrong. We cannot stop them. The lysine contingency no work.
Rutgers University studied mice from New York City, D.C., New Jersey, and Philadelphia.
And the New York mice were the biggest assholes of them all, followed in a close second by the Jersey mice and the Philly mice in a very, very insulting third.
How many have mutated in the cities? Most of them.
Step on them. You gotta stop thinking of a mouse as a cutesy wootsy just because it's a mammal. Wait until you find them eating your food and shitting on your counter at night. You'll stomp that motherfucker like a bug.
We found that about 70% of the mice populations contain mutations.
Damn. These motherfuckers, we need new weapons against the mouse problem. What are we gonna do to stop the field mice?
And some mice, some rats that were resistant to the poison, they lived to see another day. Then they were breeding. And
yeah, my man Mersh got the answer for you. He's like, all of you need to adopt a cat for the upcoming war. It's not just the right thing to do. It's the smart thing to do.
And then their babies also were the same poison-resistant mice. Is that right?
Yeah. So anytime we use, any product on any of the pests, we're putting a selection pressure on.
And you can believe this asshole. He's the fucking Orkin man.
Ian Williams studies all of this at Orkin and says something else might be going on.
You are a Dale Gribble University graduate. He studies the poisoning of animals. I wanted to be an exterminator. I just didn't know how to do it. I always thought it'd be a cool job. It seemed kind of like a cake job, to be honest with you. Like, it could be hot in the wrong circumstances where I live, but you spray, you go.
Two, we know mice have been mutating fast for about 5 years, which might not be random.
That's most. Now I know that there's some shitty days on that job, like any job. I mean, status quo. Prevention spraying, not somewhere that's overrun with roaches or bed bugs.
COVID. We changed the way we were eating, ordering more takeout, more food garbage moved outside of homes than restaurants. Mice scattered and were exposed to more poisons.
And the bag of garbage that was put
Sam
out
says
every
it's a
night
shit job.
for food for all the alley rats.
I had one buddy, well, not a buddy, somebody I knew in real life, not a buddy, who was an exterminator, and I never asked him because, again, he wasn't my buddy, but when I was, thinking about different careers, exterminator came to mind. I was like, it's a trade. You could probably learn pretty quickly. It's something you could transition into your own business after apprenticeship. Like, that's kind of what I was looking for a time. But then, I don't know, I ended up going to school, and then I just got a fucking job. Did just quit school and got a job.
It's not there anymore. So where did they go?
I was like, school costs money, but this job gives me money, and drugs cost money.
And so some of this may be a result of that.
And are rats, like mice, also mutating?
Oh, HVAC sucks, man. No. Pretty amazing on pay, and pretty amazing how people will treat you, especially where I live, if you're an HVAC guy. Because you can save their fucking life for a lot cheaper than they're going to be able to call that company on the weekends for like a side job. But I don't know where you live, man, but where I live, HVAC is the hottest, shittiest work, dude. Like, you're going to earn that fucking money. It's going to be hot. And you can't leave that fucking job site because you can't just leave an apartment building without air conditioning where I live. It's fucking illegal. Like, you got to stay till nighttime or till it's done.
They are smart.
I mean, you can leave, but you know what I mean? Like, usually you have to try to finish that job. People are not happy to just be like, well, I'll be back tomorrow to finish your air conditioning. You know, I know it's 105 outside, but I'll be back around 10 a.m. We'll work till 6, 2 or 3 days. No, they don't like that shit.
But we definitely.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how it is where you live, but he said you live in Texas, bro. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I very specifically said where you live it may be different, but here, HVAC guys are some of the toughest sons of bitches out there.
We have to become much more smarter than them.
What about good old-fashioned mousetraps?
You're right,
or
though. They're
birth
paid as
control?
fuck.
Mousetraps work extremely well. It really comes down to placement.
And birth control?
Even if a rodent can't procreate, it can still spread disease.
Rutgers continues.
That guy just hates mice. He's like, what if we just give them birth control and they can't breed and they die? You know, Jurassic Park, baby. He's like, listen, you fucker, you ever heard about the Black Plague? That is Dale Gribble. This asshole just wants to kill bugs.
To study this, and it looks like we will be forced to do some changing too. In Soho, Michelle Charlesworth, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
The brown mouse is going to rape the white one here in a second. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't rape the white one. We're just going to say it raped the white one, and then we're going to kill the brown one. That brown one's name was Emmett Till. It's like we have a animation here.
What's happening?
Oh, Pablo, no.
Stop! Help me!
Oh, Pablo! Oh! Well, Pablo's got the night off in the casino, but ladies and gentlemen, we can always bring him in via !animate over on Rumble. Thank you very much. Remember, my Ko-Fi, my supertip.gg, Rumble Rants, and Super Chats. That's how we keep this high-quality program on the air. The white boy is back, and he needs your help. So throw a little down. Next in the news. Shitty news. This almost happened to me once on a boat.
Now to a situation that flat out stinks in eastern Fresno County. First responders rescuing a man trapped in a vault toilet near Shaver Lake. This is at Camp Edison this afternoon. The Fresno County Sheriff.
The thing about welding, though, bro, I mean, it's a great trade, good money, but you either can do that shit or you can't. Some motherfuckers go through welding school and they either drop out or they get out of school and they still just cannot fuck. Like, it's either kind of a knack you have or you don't.
Office says the whole.
A lot of people can do it. You can learn to weld, but not everyone really gets. You know what I mean? Welding's kind of an art. I hate to say it like that. It makes it sound fucking highfalutin, but
whole thing starting when the man dropped his glasses in a toilet.
Fucking classic. Sometimes you got to let that hard to reach chip go, bud.
That's right, a toilet. Instead of letting them go.
Why are you talking like Medicare? His glasses fell into a toilet. That's right, a toilet.
That's right, a toilet.
That's right, a toilet.
Instead of letting them go. They say he tried getting them back before falling.
Same as like, I weld dime to a Coke can, motherfucker.
Falling in.
Not everyone can.
And we mean all the way in.
Via Spanish translator, they advised that the subject had fallen into the...
Via a Spanish translator. We were advised that the subject had fallen into the toilet.
Chemical storage tank.
This is why you put the seat down, gentlemen. Think about your wives.
Law enforcement, Camp Edison staff, fire personnel responded. We were able to safely get him out, decontaminate him.
They had to spray him with the foam.
He'll be okay.
The sheriff's office says he was in there for 10 to 15 minutes, and we're still working to find out whether the man got his glasses back.
God damn. You know, that was the longest 15 minutes of that motherfucker's life. Jeez. I've had some painful 15 minutes, you know, and it really seemed like a long time, but I didn't do him headfirst in a shithole. Speaking of doo-doo brown, you may remember the story from our last episode of Precious Bland. If you don't, let me remind you. She was let go scot-free for murdering her child because she said she was insane. Not too insane to just walk out completely free. No. Not insane enough to put into an asylum for the rest of her life or to... No, just insane enough to, like, let go because COVID made her crazy. I didn't even know you could use that as an excuse to get away with crimes. I would have murdered a few people by now. But here's the update from Precious Bland herself as she explains to us why it's, you know, it's really not a big deal that she murdered her child. That could have happened to any of us, guys.
How feel good. I also am very humbled.
Well, I should say so. Wait, how are you humbled? You got away scot-free for murder. That doesn't humble you. No, what you're feeling is called embarrassment because the public wants you destroyed for what you've done. You're in a uniquely evil position. Even in the black community, we're in a room full of black people. I could just, to your face, slap you across your face and call you a n***. And nobody in that room would do shit if they knew what you did. Even the few people that would want to do shit would get stopped by the people. Nah, let this happen, bro. She needs to hear that shit. If he says that again once she leaves, you know, then we jump him.
This was
You look like Michelle Obama.
a long time coming. I spent 4 years incarcerated.
Well, it doesn't sound like it was enough. Doesn't sound like it took.
10 months under house arrest. Lots of ups and downs. I had a wonderful lawyer that believed in me from the start.
Oh, yeah, of course. You were a cash cow. This kind of case. Probably get a GoFundMe going. He could charge you more.
And he fought and he fought and he fought nail and tooth for me. And I couldn't have asked for anyone better. My family stood behind me. I remember the coming out on house arrest and reading comments on social media.
What kind of comments? Baby killer, psychotic murderer, deserves to die, give her the chair, lethal injection, hang her from the nearest tree. Shit like that? Better or worse? Describe it. We will get joy if we hear one of our comments read.
It was rough. It was hard.
It was tough. That was probably Mr. Sandwich. Master Sandwich to you. He's sorry.
With the judge.
If there was any justice in the world, you'd be living on his fucking plantation.
And a lot of things they were saying were terrible. Why? Because they don't know me.
I don't need to know you. Hypothetical. Picture this. My wife, again, to make it really personal. Leaf gets pregnant. We have a baby. She's got postpartum depression. She's mentally fragile. Can't handle having a baby anymore. She's sick. She's depressed. I'm working nights, so I can't get up and do. She has to be the one to get up and do shit. She snaps, drowns the fucking baby. What, you think I'm going to go all fucking Shutter Island? You think I'm going to go just denial like it didn't happen? No, I hate her then. No, I'm not. No, it doesn't matter how well I knew the bitch. Once you've done that, how well you know somebody means nothing. I grew up with a guy, lost touch with him about a decade before what I'm about to tell you. He became a lawyer, started traveling around. He made a whole bunch of money, worked for the DNC, made a whole bunch of money, retired, started following fish around, doing psychedelics and shit. Then he takes off to Southeast Asia. Again, we know this shit because of just us talking about people we went to school with and Facebook, I guess. He ends up getting caught and arrested and incarcerated in Cambodia for fucking 2 children. I'd say we knew him pretty well. Grew up with him from kindergarten until we graduated. Knew him for a couple years after we graduated, too. Kind of around college age years before he disappeared in his career and stuff. You think that makes me feel any fucking different about what he did? That's some ignorant Negro shit. You just don't know me. You drowned your fucking baby in the tub, Andrea Yates.
And it's really easy to judge someone, to judge a situation. My daughter is not here. And it was not of my own doing.
I'm sorry, do you know what my own doing means?
It was something I suffered from.
You talked about comments on social media.
I don't feel like you are very humble. If you have the nerve to try to even go on television and give any excuses for this behavior, you should live in seclusion and humility and gratitude the rest of your fucking life. Talking to nobody. Thanking God you got away with what you did.
When you were released from prison onto house arrest. Since we've done the story 2 days ago, there have been a lot of social media comments that don't believe you.
Yes.
And they think you're guilty. Some people saying really harsh things about you.
Yes.
Then there is some support of people who say they also experienced some sort of psychosis following.
Yeah, that's the Sam Richardson crowd. That's the women can do nothing wrong. Women deserve unending empathy and excuse making and sisterhood of people coming together. Women shouldn't drag other women down. Even when they kill their fucking babies. But then again, to people like Sam, killing your baby is not only a virtue, it's a political stance. It's an ideology. It's a worldview. It's weird that she wants to be a mommy vlogger. My #1 mommy in the world. At the same time, she's like, you know, everyone should kill their baby at least once. Know what it's like. Rocco for 10 says, I hate to be cold, but there's a 5% chance the kid would commit murder in the future. You know, statistically speaking, this really isn't a loss for humanity. I guess it's just kind of an even out if you think about it. Yeah. But we don't know that. He could have been an outlier.
Just contributing. Thanks for the shows.
Well, thank you for the contribution, Anonymous. I wish it wasn't anonymous so I could say thank you personally. What a great guy.
Cat killed over 20 mice that I saw at our house.
Hell yeah. That's a good cat. Beavis will fuck some mice up. You see how he treats people who try to fucking pet him when you come over to the crib, dude.
You're judged by your actions. You drowned your kid.
Yes. It's your behavior, not what kind of person you are on the inside. No one should. You should be spit on and have rotten eggs thrown at you whenever you leave the house. You should be humiliated every day of your fucking life for what you did. I've been humbled. Have you? Because you still seem to be here jutting your chin out. Like, what was her name? Sarabi in The Lion King, walking through all the fucking hyenas when Scar calls her, just with her eyes closed, dignified, walking. No, you're not. You're not some beaten victim keeping her dignity in dark times. You're a cold-blooded, murderous psycho bitch. You deserve to hang and burn in hell.
COVID. What is your response to the comments?
My response to the comments is everybody needs grace. And what happened to me could happen to anybody.
What happened to her could happen to anybody. Except it didn't, dumb bitch. We all went through COVID. Many of us had children. Many of us had small children. We all made do. Many people with multiple children. Poor people with multiple children. Whatever excuse you think is so unique to you that broke you or whatever, other people went through the same shit. You just thought you can get away with killing your baby and then playing crazy afterward. Fuck you. That comes from both me and Cruz Red Eye, who joined on YouTube, got himself a membership. Thank you. Really cool of you. please hit that super chat button. Those supertip.gg's. Those are really cool too.
The only time going crazy should be an acceptable excuse is a family member going after the killer rapist of their family.
Yeah, the only time I appreciate that is that is very specifically in a Gary Plouch type situation. You know what I mean? Oh, the guy went crazy. Sorry. Maybe we should just give him a little probation or something. That seems reasonable. Not in this case. No. This woman deserves the worst of punishments that humanity has to offer. I say we string her up naked in the center of town and peel her skin from her strip by strip, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like I have a couple of those super chats or Rumble rants. Let's hit that up real quick. Let's just keep this window open somewhere. Got that one already. Thank you, Rocco. And I Hate Mark Fuckerbird says, great to see you in a happy mood, AP. Well, it's great to be in a happy mood. Good to see you, too. I don't know what's going on with that button. Maybe I've just pressed it out. Too many button presses. It's great to see you, too, man. Thank you. It feels better. It feels better knowing that, my chin. It's a chin of confidence. When I know I have when I have my chin, that's when I know everything's okay, buddy. Too bad Batman wasn't here to see it. Maybe if we find somebody ugly enough, somebody who deserves to be just shit all over enough, he will appear.
What would we do, baby, without us?
We have a very special way to start loving relationships tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we don't normally like to watch this type of content anymore. However, when it has nothing to do with me, and it's just a random story about love in Adrastia's life. That's right, tonight we have an Adrastian love story. You guys ready for this shit? She's not going to talk about me. Not going to talk about what mean old Don Spall did. She's just going to run us through what happened in an instance of hobo love that she had recently been taking part in. Let's hear about the hobo love.
Okay. Oh, I have a lot to discuss in this video, and I'm having a little bit of trouble knowing where to begin because yesterday was a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's Blando. I'm sorry. I don't want to let it hang too long. Because Blando's awesome. He sent me $50 the last time I let it hang. I was afraid that I was afraid I insulted him the rest of the show. Hey, Blando, it's good to see you, buddy. It says, say so Saturday. I can't, man. I just can't. We can't. I'll just send you the video if you want. I'll give it to you. It'll be my gift to you, but I can't play it. It's just too much beautiful pussy.
Backstory. I started working last year. When, my food stamps got cut by the government shutdown, I had to find something to help me get by.
You mean when Trump put you to work after 19 years of saying, I can't work, and then Trump's like, no more food for you, and then suddenly you could work. Wasn't that weird?
So I started doing some audience work, different shows, different places. It's not steady, but once in a while I get a gig. So I'm working today, and there's this guy that I met at another show who lives near me who's also working the same show. When we work the same show, he gives me a ride. We live in the same area. Problem is, this fella, he's been trying to kind of impress me since we met.
Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, we're $30 away from our first bomb, and I have brought back the legendary N-Bomb, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to start out with N-Bomb, $30 gets us there. Ko-Fi, Rumble Rants, Super Chat, supertip.gg's. Run as fast as you can. Let's kick this shit off. If I get $35 on top of our fucking goal, I buy another day of these models, and I can keep going with what we're trying to do. I'm working hard at it.
Which we've discussed this, and he's admitted that this is what he's doing, even though I've told him that I'm happy being single and I'm not looking to change that. So when I met him,
So just so we're clear, he said, I'm doing this to try to impress you romantically. And you said, I'm not interested in that, but continued to accept the rides from him and all that. What is it in the woman's mind that makes you believe that once we get rejected for romantic pursuits, that we want to just be your fucking friend? I don't think you believe that. I think you just want to take advantage of a motherfucker. But hey.
he was heavily medicated. The way I'm supposed to be, for psychiatric problems. But since then, he has come off of that medication.
All right. Lando says, Susan's still waiting for you to sing Just Walk Away, Renee. I don't know most of that tune other than the hook. I told you that, but I guess I can try if I listen to it once. We'll do it. We'll knock out a couple of videos, and I'll do that shit. I'll bring it up right now.
In an attempt to impress me, he has come off of that medication and started being an alcoholic. He drinks and he smokes weed. And I feel like a hypocrite for having a problem with that, but I do. Because a couple of weeks ago, he comes to pick me up, and my neighbor has come out and is watching just to see who's picking me up. And he pulls up late, yelling out the window, "Hey, sorry I'm late. I had to get a beer." And my first thought was, well, now my neighbor not only thinks I date, he thinks I date trash.
Well, you don't think that tracks?
And then I felt terrible for instantly thinking my friend is trash.
Oh, you think you're actually, it's not your friend, somebody you're trying to take advantage of for free rides. But hey, that's half of romance.
But also, if you're driving a vehicle drunk and you're going to pick somebody up who you supposedly like.
All right, you don't get drunk from a beer, sweetheart. If we could guarantee some kind of way that people would only drink one beer on the road, it wouldn't even be illegal.
Drunk. You are trash. Sorry if that offends the drunk drivers in our viewing pool, but yeah, if you actively drive drunk and you think that it's okay because
I don't want to alienate
you
the
need
criminals.
something to get through your day, you're trash. I'm sorry. You could just not drive. I don't drive, right? I could easily take the subway anywhere
you don't have the
I
option,
need to go. So could most people.
Sweetie, it's the temptation to get behind the wheel of a vehicle and make your life easier is made significantly more difficult when you own a car and have a driver's license. You don't get to try to relate to that, bitch.
There is no excuse to actually drink and drive on a regular basis.
So did he rape you or what?
So we've been dealing with that. And it's been
Love this Mio shit.
a bit of a point of contention for me.
Month
questioning,
3.
do
No
I
soda.
really want to be friends with this person? This is the only friend that I have currently. How picky do I really want to be? Part of my being in this thing, doing these jobs, is to meet people, to socialize, to make friends, and be a person again.
Yeah?
So, I don't want to be too particular, when I finally make a friend. Anyways, so
He wasn't your friend, he was trying to fuck you. Because you're missing half of your front tooth and you have absolutely nothing and live in a fucking shithole. And you're obviously crazy and you drag around your little friend everywhere. Do you know how screwed up a guy has to be to want to put his dick into you? Think about that. I know from your perspective, you don't want to admit that you're one of the worst pieces of trash walking the earth today. You don't want to believe that you are a raving, insane person, that any normal person crosses the street to get away from. But it's true. So you got to imagine that the type of mentality a guy who seeks you out for a romantic relationship would have.
So, I've been trying to make things work as a friend with this fella. He's been trying to make things work. It's
You sentient
he's
pile
had
of
his own
trash.
problems, and we are we're both just trying to survive. So yesterday he picks me up and he's drinking. It's a very hot day.
Yeah, bitch. That's why
we get there.
That's why he was drinking. That's called cause and effect. Of course he was having a drink. It was a hot day. It's the best time to do it. It's very refreshing.
And we're in line. And I'm feeling the heat too. It's very hot. So I'm sitting because I'm having episodes with my heart.
Are you?
It's hot. Y'all know I
Yeah,
think.
me too, sweetheart.
So I'm sitting on a rock in the shade. And all of a sudden, he goes down.
Oof.
And they're helping him. I stand up quickly to see what's happening. And I think that I panicked when I saw him go down.
Oh, I see where this is going. Somebody else was getting attention. And so Adrastia then faked her own medical emergency. I'm sure she'll tell it that just coincidentally she also had heat stroke or whatever, but yeah, we all know the truth behind that, don't we?
And it triggered my heart, and my heart started racing.
No, it triggered your need to be the center of attention when it comes to negative things happening to people.
And then I almost fainted. So I sit down and I alert somebody that I'm also feeling like I'm going to faint.
What are the odds of that?
And I'm sitting there, my ears are ringing, my eyes are blurring, and
If I was this fucking EMS, oh God, I'd have gone off like Ace Rothstein on whoever responded to you. I'm like, you didn't know you were being set up on the second fucker passing out? You didn't know you were being set up on the second hobo passing out? Either you're in on it or you're too stupid to have this job. Either way, you're fucking out.
seeing spots. My head is just like going in and out. I wet myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order to lay it on thick enough to be believable, I mean, she wasn't getting as much attention as the guy who was having a real medical problem, but ladies and gentlemen, we have a TT girl here on our Saturday Night Super Show. Adrastia, of all people, has joined the ranks of our TT girls. Thank God we didn't have to see it. Go on, TT Sean. Tell us more. Let me give you some new music for this here. Ooh.
Could not help it. I could not, like, my bladder just released. I had no...
Did it? Really?
...control of my body at that moment.
Nah, I don't believe you. I think you pissed yourself in order to get attention from the medics who were there to help the guy who was having a real, problem.
So, for me, it passed.
Of course it did, sweetie. Because it wasn't real. You just pissed yourself for no reason.
The security came over. They gave me water. They stood by me and shaded while I
told you this would be a good one, Spectre Umbreon.
For me, it passed. I got better. I didn't have to go to the emergency room.
Of course you didn't. Because like I was saying, you were faking.
But for him, it did not. Because not only was he inebriated, a little drunk in that heat, he was dehydrated from the amount of drinking he has been doing over the past few weeks.
Yeah.
And
imagine how drunk someone would have to be attracted to you. Imagine how consistently they would have to stay drunk to consistently, day after day, not see you the way you're supposed to be. Poor guy. He's got eye problems, probably neurological issues, addiction.
To the hospital, I find out that not only has he come off of his psychiatric medication, he's also not taking cholesterol and blood pressure medication.
Oh yeah? Can I have it if he's not taking it? I need atorvastatin. I mean, I have it, don't worry, but I'm just saying I will need it again. I've only got like 60 more days of it stored.
So, I didn't do the show because I didn't feel like it was right to just abandon him.
You canceled a gig? You stupid bitch. You book the gig. You show up to do the gig. We don't need bitches like we don't need women like you in the entertainment industry. Working set, working hand, working stage. Especially not specialists, especially not audio and video people. You got to show up. You piss yourself drinking at the hotel the night before? That's too goddamn bad. Looks like you're walking around in pissy panties. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I hate that, and I hate you for that. You book that gig, you do that gig. I don't know if you can tell. I used to have to manage shit in the entertainment industry.
I mean, okay, so all of my
Stagehands, but still, you know, it's annoying when people don't show up.
stuff is in his car, and he's got the key. So there's one reason that I need to stay with him. But also, as a friend, it doesn't seem right to abandon him. Like, and just
Well, it doesn't seem right you try to steal his thunder when he's dying either.
go on and do the show. And thirdly, I smell like piss, and I'm not going to sit there and
Don't worry, sweetheart. No one can tell the difference.
the show smelling like urine. Like, it's an embarrassing situation. So I let them know I'm not going to be able to do this show. I don't feel right abandoning him. I'm going to ride to the hospital with him. He's my ride. He's got all my stuff in his car.
You could have just cut all the bullshit and been like, I don't like work, and that's my ride. Let me guess. I promise I haven't watched this video. Let me guess. When you got to the hospital, something else medically happened to you so you could get a second chance at some attention from the doctors and stuff? She has a touch of the Munchausen's.
So I rode to the hospital with him, and it took 2 hours to get stable again. Like, he was so dehydrated that he took 2 bags of fluids before he had to use the bathroom. Like, before he was actually able to answer questions, he needed 2 bags of fluids. He was so dry. He's a bigger fella, so I guess it would take more, but like...
No.
It was a scary day.
Hey, sweetheart. Big, small. That man in front of you's only got 8 pints of blood inside him like anybody else. All you gotta do is find a way to get it out. Maybe that wasn't relevant for now. If that's an inspirational saying for any of you who find yourself confronted by a very big man.
It was a scary fucking day. And now I don't know what to do. I don't know where we're going with this.
Sorry, the snatch
because
music has me feeling all confident.
He's putting himself
into myself.
in physical harm in order to be a potential mate for me, and I'm still not interested. Like, he could not be making me less interested if he tried.
He just made a
And
mistake.
I told him that.
Don't leave him because he has a medical problem. Hey, bitch, you've had your little substance abuse issues. You asked for unlimited forgiveness. You helped murder a lady once. Did you tell him about that? I think he deserves like a forgive or two from a person like you.
Doesn't understand it, so I don't know how to make it clearer to him. But I don't want this man to hurt himself because he wants to be in a relationship with me. And it feels like he is. And it's like, I've done nothing to encourage this behavior. I've made it very clear that I don't like the drinking. I've made it very clear that it's all bothersome to me.
Yeah, see, you're in a relationship with him. Why else would he give a fuck what you like or don't like? He's just your ride. If you don't like it, I just won't swing by and pick you up anymore. Nah. You're trying to get all the boyfriend privileges without giving a little bit of pussy. You're trying to change him, use him for rides. I bet he gets you food sometimes too, huh? But that's just my friend. I ain't your friend. You're a parasite on anything you can get your fucking legs or arms around.
And it doesn't matter to him. It's just in his
Unindicted
mind,
co-conspirator.
this is going to work. And it's simply not. And it's putting me in a situation that I'm a little bit worried. Like,
It's cool to check in with her once every 6 months or so, I guess.
Obsessed with me,
This wasn't a bad
like
video.
everybody else. I mean,
This one's not a
how many
repeat.
men in my life are going to become complete crackpots just because they want to be with me?
You know, Mary, I know a woman who probably asks that same fucking question. I think of her 4 most recent past relationships, and that's exactly the way her narcissistic crazy ass would look at it too. How many men are just gonna go fucking crazy because they want to be with me? Maybe there's something about you that is so difficult, so frustrating, so unchangingly tooth grinding and eye rollingly fucking suicide inducing annoying that it drives a man insane just to be around you. And maybe that's a you problem.
Why is that a thing? I don't get it. Why can I not just exist and have a friend that's a male that can keep his senses about him? Like, I just want to have a friend. I just want to be a person. But, and I'm trying. I think a friend would have stayed with him at the hospital.
Hey, that's enough out of you. Shut up. A friend? You call yourself a friend? Bet your friend would have sucked that dick right there in that bed. That's what a real friend does. You're nobody's friend, Mary. Mary is nobody's friend. If Mary were an ice cream flavor, she'd be pralines and dick. But that's enough of that. It's good to catch up with Mary and her current relationship issues here in Love and Relationships. Anything except for Adonis Paul pissed on my brother's grave. Glad she's over that. She's not. She brought me up yesterday. I don't reward her bad behavior with attention anymore. Love and Relationships. A new STD just dropped. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for the nut fungus?
Y'all, it's a new STD out here.
No shit.
It's new and it's scary.
I like to be on the forefront of the new STDs. I like to get that new shit. That's the Air Force Ones for Adonis Paul.
This is called trichophyton. One of them. I'm going to put the name up there because it's so new. But the healthcare workers and everybody, we know.
It scares me that you're a healthcare worker and you phrase this. It's a new STD called trichophyton. In your mouth, eggplant, cat, and ass. It's the worst fungal infection that's not easy curable. Personally, I believe your mastery of the English language is an indicator of your intelligence. I've heard, mostly from liberals making excuses for black people, that you can still be smart and talk like a stupid ghetto hood rat, but I don't believe that. Again, I believe that's an excuse for the dumb.
Know about it. What it is a fungal infection that hits you down there on your john, on your cat, wingworms down there. It's like athletic feet, jock itch.
Athletic feet, otherwise known as athlete's foot. You work in healthcare? I feel like day one, I would be a more effective healthcare worker than you at whatever you do. Just day one, no training. Basic life-saving, like field medic style, how to tie a tourniquet style fucking knowledge. First aid, basic first aid shit. Still gonna go in and have more confidence from every one of the patients than you. They will get better off the confidence they have in their care. It will overcompensate for the lack of medical care they'll get from me. I can figure out how to fucking put a needle into a PICC line. Don't worry, sweetie. I'll be fine. And I'm not going to fuck around and make somebody go through hours of Tylenol and ibuprofen. I start you on that good shit. That's how AP do. I don't want to hear you crying. Morphine drip. What's your pain level? 4? I heard 10, motherfucker. Shut up. It's time to go to sleep.
Yeast infection, all that down there on 10, and they say it's very horrible to have. And they having a hard time curing it. Like, like regular fungal infection, they use like cream and stuff. That's not working. So it's like a fungal infection on 10 down there. And y'all haven't saw nothing yet, baby. Y'all keep on being out here getting your groove on with everybody. I look at it like this. Everybody have done it at one point in their life. They were out there doing whatever they wanted to do and having a good time doing it. Who haven't? I know I have. But these times are different. It's evil times out here, y'all.
Bitch. Have you ever heard of the AIDS epidemic? This is not new shit. The same rules for fucking apply. Don't make rookie mistakes. Don't put your raw dick into an obviously loose, promiscuous woman. I don't know what to tell you. I don't see where the stakes have really changed between, like, HPV being something that 70% of Americans will catch at some point in their lifetime. If you want to avoid something that common, if you want to avoid some dick bumps, then you should do what you got to do to avoid that. I don't know what, I don't see, like, how the stakes have raised here.
People be thinking, oh, it's just a booty call. I'm just going to get it. Little do you know, somebody is getting in you with them soul ties and stuff. And then not to mention...
Yes, I believe the street philosopher Snoop Dogg said it best. Ain't no pussy good enough to get burnt while I'm up in it. Shit. And that's real as real deal Holyfield. And now you hookers and hoes know how I feel.
HIV and how that's spreading like wildfire, y'all. If y'all don't know anything else, know that God is angry at this generation because y'all have no respect for love. Y'all have no respect for marriage. Y'all just out there getting y'all groove on with any and everybody. I bet you that fungal infection slow a lot of y'all down. And once you get it, you're going to have it for a while. You're not going to be able to work. You're not going to be able to be in public. You're not going to be able to do none of that.
Nah, I don't know, man. I know a little something about fungus. In my younger days, I dabbled in growing different forms of fungus. No more information will be provided to the general public about that, despite it being well beyond any statute of limitations. I was like in college at the time. And if you want to stop fungal growth, all you need is a little contamination. And behind my nuts happens to be a factory for trichoderma, baby. It's right next to my butthole. It's one of the dirtiest places I have. It's like the first place I go to wash. I wash it 2 or 3. Everything else gets washed once, except for the armpits. They might get a second over. Butthole, it's like 3 or 4 times. Gotta make sure, hey, that's where your poopy come from.
Because you're going to always be itching. You know,
butthole, the back of your nuts, that's like your armpit times 4.
how wingworms
You sit on that all day.
itch. Imagine having something on your ball sack.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I have something on my ball sack. It'll eat that fungus right up.
Imagine having a wingworm inside of your cat. If that don't scare y'all, I don't know what will. Y'all better get together. I'm so glad I've been
A
celebrating.
ringworm would probably be only the 3rd worst thing a woman in your neighborhood gets inside her, quote, cat.
Now for almost 5 years, baby. And I pledged my celibacy to God. Because I can get it. I can go out there and get it, but I don't want nothing taking my peace and that surpass all understanding.
You know what? That's fine. You're not the type of, like, black lady who would rob me or anything like that. So I don't care if you have stupid, crazy beliefs that you shouldn't fuck. That's fine. We see a lot of examples of crazy black people on this show. And this woman is crazy. She's really no danger to me. You can believe whatever you want. I've seen much worse, much more destructive, stupid black people than her. You enjoy your celibacy. It's probably better for everybody. Thank you. Next in love and relationships, we talk about family relationships. Abroad. 2 broads. British mom problems.
Why are you looking through my stuff in my room? Because you're a child and I'm your mum. My 16-year-old daughter has been playing up and I've noticed there's money missing from my purse. Look at the state of this little brat's room. Dirty tissues. Oh, I don't even want to know what's on that.
And she's gonna find something even worse.
This is absolutely vile. She skips school. She's hanging out with lads all the time who are like twice her age. What the hell? A pregnancy test.
$15 now, ladies and gentlemen, gets us to the N-Bomb, something we haven't done around here for a very long time. The N-Bomb is back, ladies and gentlemen. It'll put us halfway to culture, but the N-Bomb will be secure. Help me say that word. $15. Rumble Rant, Super Tip, Ko-Fi, preferred payment method Ko-Fi, or Super Chats on YouTube. Thank you.
You've got to be bloody kidding me. A pregnancy test.
Next, Just Walk Away Renee karaoke. Even though I don't know the song, I'll listen to a little of it before.
And she's about to arrive home any second.
So I've been waiting here for absolutely ages now, and she should be home anytime soon. That's if she's not off with lads again. But I'm going to confront her. Do you want to explain the pregnancy test in your room?
Why are you filming me?
Because I've just found a pregnancy test, that's why. Do you want to explain it?
Why are you looking through my stuff in my room?
Because
That is the classic woman got caught answer. I've never been in a situation myself where I had to go through a woman's cell phone, right? No, I was once, and I did. But when you do, if you catch a woman, because she leaves her social media open or her cell phone out, and you catch some messages on there, what's the first thing she gets mad about? You invaded her privacy. How dare you? Bitch, you were cheating on me. Had I not found anything, I'd owe you an apology. That's how you know a woman's guilty, when she's more worried about your invasion of her privacy than the fucked up shit you just found. Oh, amateur move.
you're a child and I'm your mom, that's why.
What? You shouldn't be going through my room. That doesn't give you right to invade my privacy.
It's my house and you're my daughter, so yes, I can.
It's my room, Mom.
Explain the pregnancy test.
And there's a reason her daughter's trying to change the subject.
I tried to do a pregnancy test. What's wrong with that?
Because you're 16 years old, that's why. You shouldn't have to do a pregnancy test.
Well, you did a pregnancy test when you were 16 and you had me.
Exactly, and that was a mistake. Look at what I'm putting up with now.
Oh. Damn, bitch, you're cold as ice. Yeah, and clearly, look at the fucking mistake I have standing right in front of me. For some reason, I give a fuck about you. I'm trying not to let you ruin your life the same way. Damn, lady.
A mistake?
Yes! Look at the state of you.
Thanks, Mum. State of me? That's
yes.
your fault.
You're going off with all kinds of lads, and you're stealing money as well. I know money's been going out my purse.
You're a thieving little whore.
Do you know who the dad is?
Well, I've been seeing a couple of people.
A couple of people?
Well, let me guess. A couple of immigrant people.
Oh my God, Mum.
So you don't even know who the dad is?
It's not that big of a deal.
It's a huge deal.
Well, the test didn't even work, so I don't know why you bothered.
So you don't know if you're pregnant or not?
No.
She looks pregnant to me. She's a little chunker. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take a moment because not only did Cheeseburger 6 send $20 to us over on Rumble and said, send it, but also former high-stakes champion Samurai Cicada. Both of you at the same time. So drop the bomb on us, baby. Drop the bomb on us. You know, there's a word we haven't gotten to say around here in a minute. I think it's time we brought it back. On that one a little bit as far as the chroma keying goes, but you get the point. I hope you could hear it. I couldn't hear it. I didn't have it turned on, and I want to hear it. All right, I'll figure it out. All right, I'll figure it out. You've seen it before. I just can't fix it live, man. I had to pull in a lot of shit very quickly, but you get the point. The N-Bomb is back. Round of applause for Cheeseburger 6 and Samurai Cicada for getting us over the half. Before we get halfway through the show here on a big Saturday night Super Show, thank you both very, very much. We got that Culture Bomb coming up next. Or we have the G-Bomb and the J-Bomb. We got the classic bombs back for you for your viewing enjoyment. Next in Love and Relationships. This is not a healthy way to end a relationship. I know tensions can be running high. Everyone gets a little upsetty spaghetti when that relationship comes to an end. I'm a little disappointed in some of your behavior out here. Stop this shit. So we're here outside St. Louis on I-55 South, and this man realizes he doesn't want to be in this relationship with this lady anymore. So he just throws her into oncoming traffic. Wow, she almost tumbled into that fucking car. Threw her right into the HOV lane, like hopefully he can catch her rides to somebody who needs a second passenger. Oh no. Well, he's done with her. Damn, she just conked right out. She's never been thrown on the ground face first in the middle of a freeway before. I know, very close call. Spine-tingling excitement here in Love and Relationships. Over here like, look, a free bitch. Somebody just threw away a perfectly good bitch. What are you doing? I guess she was just playing dead to make him go away. Playing possum. It's a good strat. Possum tech. Good strat. I like it. It'll get you out of a battle or two. Well, I'm glad she didn't die this time. But I can't guarantee she won't next time. And I can't guarantee you won't if Dog of War finds you. Because he says he's doing his broke-ass part to get us a little closer to culture. Thank you very much. He did his part. But are you doing your part out there?
Young people from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part. Are you? Join the mobile infantry and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship.
All bugs must fucking die. You remember that shit. You know what a bug is. I don't have to be specific. We're winning the war against the bugs, but we can't stop now. As long as one still remains, the infestation will repopulate. Do your part today. Contribute to Late Night with Adonis Paul, the #1 bug removal program on all of the internet. I did that. That's me, baby. That's me. Fuck you, you fucking queers. If you feel the same way, contribute $5, like Dog of War did. Well, I ask you guys the most important question I've ever asked you here on Late Night with Adonis Paul. Very disappointed in you for many reasons. You didn't know you were under the influence of SSRIs, even when everything looked super stupid fucking weird. None of you questioned it. You just thought that the world had gone wacky, and you just that's how the cartoon world is. It's not. I have a chin. But more importantly, which one of you evil bastards did this?
A man left me at a bar after he found out I slept with a black man. So I met this guy online, and we decided that we were going to go on a date. We were only talking for a couple days, but it was going well, and I was like, hey, it's Sunday. What are you up to today? You want to watch some football? We'll get a drink. And he was like, yeah, for sure. So we met at a bar. We're hanging out. I am not one that's like, how many people have you slept with? What's your number? Blah. We're fucking adults. I could care. Are you clean? I don't like, why is this still, it isn't a thing. But we were watching football, which led into a conversation about someone that I had slept with. And so we were talking about it, and he was like, what?
He just finds your past to be gross. He finds you to be gross. He thinks if you're the type of woman who finds black men attractive and the type of black men that predate on white women, that you probably have some fucked up shit in your past. There's a higher than likely chance that you've encountered some kind of abuse. It probably also means that you're really annoying when it comes to racism and shit, because you find the fact that you've slept with a black guy to be like some virtue that you brag about. It means a lot of things that some men would find extremely fucking annoying that don't all boil down to that guy had a big dick, so I won't be able to sexually measure up to what he gave you. It's not always that. And it says a lot of things to some guy. It's not the biggest deal in the world for that to be in your past, I'll be honest with you. But if you're the type of woman to like bring it up and brag about it, that makes it a problem. That makes it a big problem. I wouldn't want to know about it to begin with. It would gross me out just to start. But that's just chalk that up to personal preference.
What? And I was like, put back a little bit. And I was like, what do you mean what? And he was like, he's black. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking aware. So I was a little put off by it, but then he got like super intense and he was like, right. You fucked a black man? And I was like, sir. Like he turned into like an exorcist. I was like,
I mean, he said black man and not just straight up the N-word. That's something.
What?
He didn't call you an N-word lover.
Dude, what? And to be fair, at this point, the date was over for me, but I was like, what is wrong with you? And he, like, went into this...
Yeah, but see, when you tell a guy that you fucked a black dude, usually your average white man isn't going to picture, like, Tom from accounting. They're not picturing Tom from the Boondocks. They're picturing some sexy, flexy fucking wannabe playa that used you, abused that pussy. Everything bad. You know, and also, again, you're bragging about it. You think it's a virtue to be bragged about. That says a lot about, like, your worldview. That you're just an annoying person.
Whole big thing about, I'm not even going to repeat all the shit that he said.
Yeah, Jay Wing says, he says it best. The best way to know what someone's going to do in their future is by knowing what they've done in their past. That's your only indicator, really. If that's what you find attractive, well, then what are you doing here with me? I'm just some stepping stone until you can find the next black dick. Dragon Wizard God says, I'm white. I'm doing my part for culture. Thank you very much, Dragon Wizard God. I appreciate that. Coming off a Jackson for us. Not a Jackson, that's a 20. Whoever's on the $10 bill, I appreciate him, and I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
About, like, being dirty and all that, and I was like, what is wrong? So this is where I started to plan my exit, and I was like, okay, how am I gonna get out of here? I can't freaking sit here with this guy anymore. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Now,
oh shit, she's planning her exit strategy. She's got a plan. She's got to make her escape. Need that Ocean's 11 music. What's your exit strat? Are you gonna cause a little earthquake? You gonna knock the power out in the building? You gonna dance through some lasers?
I drove myself, so I full on planned on whatever, leaving by myself anyway. But I was like, okay, I'm trying not to ghost people or be like a crazy person. He had my phone number, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I come back out, he was gone. I was like, that worked out.
Yeah, you've spent, by the way, liberal white women have spent decades throwing black men in white men's faces and using them to make us feel like we can't measure up. It's no longer, if you go black, you never go back. It's if you go black, we won't take you back. That was a great way to put it in chat. That's what happens when you like use somebody else against us. We will eventually think, yeah, we won't have a good view of that behavior.
Perfect. So I sat at the bar for the rest of the time. I met the bartender. Her name was Tara. We had a great time. And what in the actual fuck is dating?
Oh, Sandwich isn't the only one who would call her that. There are plenty of people. Trust me. Ask around in the chat. Aging celebrities, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone gets older, but not everyone can do it gracefully. Not like your friend Adonis Paul here. For instance, Milam Bialik, or however you say her stupid fucking name. You remember? Blossom? Oh, wait, hold on. I have to listen to this song. All right, look, I'm going to do my very best at this, but don't expect a lot. I know you paid for it, and I appreciate that, but I don't know this song, so I'm just going to do my best. And when I see the sign that points one way, the lot we used to pass by every day. Walk away, Renee. Won't see me follow you back home. The empty sidewalks on my block are not the same I aim. You're not to blame. From deep inside the tears that I'm forced to cry. From deep inside the pain I choose to hide. Just walk away, Renee. You won't see me follow you back home. Now as the rain beats down upon my window, weary eyes, for me it cries. Yeah, I can't do that. That was probably painful for everybody, and that was just half the song. I just don't know that song. I want to do what you want me to do. Susan, I got nothing but love for you. Don't take it personally. I just can't sing that fucking song. But Maya Bialik probably could. Or she could just dance to it.
COVID messed everything up 6 ways to Sunday.
Yes.
And also that's when that circle of right and left became like, oh, it's not polls, it's just a big circle.
It's just a big
because the
circle.
crazy people on the left sounded as crazy as the people on the right.
You don't say. I thought the crazy people on the left were all the educated ones. Yeah, that broke the country pretty bad. That broke politics pretty bad. That brought the crazies on both sides out. And they took charge.
It's also when, for me, I had to turn to free press. I had to turn to somewhere that was like, wait a second. Something's not making sense. And
you're sounding like a right-wing conspiracy theory terrorist. Just so you know.
It's not okay. And even like in my own home, I was accused of being a Republican, right? Which, like, nothing wrong with Republicans.
Yeah.
I'm not a Republican, though. Like, I'm a bleeding heart liberal. Like, name it, I'm a liberal.
Yeah.
The notion that if I questioned what we were doing about school closures, church closures, Black Lives Matter marches, like, I just wanted to talk about it. And even in my own home, it did not always feel safe.
Right.
When I said, I think it's time for Joe Biden to not be running for president. You've turned on us. You're a hidden Republican. And I'm like, to me.
Yeah, because the left is fucking childish. You're either with them or you're against them. If you disagree with, and they are so insecure, they believe they don't have any intellect. It's all moral superiority. So if you can drop any, like, a stick in the spokes of their argument, they immediately jump to that. That you're the enemy. It's a cult. Just like the far, far, far right is a fucking cult, the far, far left is a cult. The problem is per capita. It's like black and white crime. You have more of the population of people on the left that are far left crazies. Because they're very easily emotionally manipulated. To be on the left, you have to be easy to emotionally manipulate. That's how they get you. Did that woman deserve to die just for protesting? No. I'm not here to decide what she deserved. I decide what's fucking legal. What's pragmatically okay and not worth my time to even, like, consider or worry about. And if you run a fucking vehicle at a Fed, I'm going to call that your fucking fault and not worry about your ass. Shit happens, bitch.
It is the most
You're like,
democratic
I actually just have
thing.
2 eyes.
Correct. I have 2 eyes, 2 ears. To me, that's the most democratic thing, to be able to say, we don't all have to agree.
No, the people that scream about democracy don't want democracy. They don't want, they're mad about free speech when Trump comes down on the media for lying. But they would immediately take away your ability to voice the things. In that moment, they would have taken away your ability to voice what you were saying. Looking back on it, they'll go, no, we didn't want to do that. Or you were able to speak, right? No, I was there at the time. The left was doing everything they could to silence you. Google. If you had Google ads, if you had Google payments, like you're monetized on YouTube, at the top of your Google page, it said you will be demonetized for medical misinformation regarding COVID. Yeah, they were running a full fucking court press to try to shut people up. It was suspicious. And the farther we get away from it and the more that we get to look at it, 2020 vision, hindsight's 2020, the more people come around to the fact that they were duped, they were lied to, and the mainstream media nor the fucking government is really ever to be trusted. The best thing you can do is try to get through your life, be as wealthy as you can, profit where you can, take care of your fucking family. But as far as like politics and activism and shit, get the fuck out of here. It doesn't make no difference at all. We had an animate here. Put Pablo on the cross like Jesus and let Adonis Paul drive the Roman spear through Pablo. Oh, not the lance of Long Pablo. The lance of Tiaguato. We will have to do that. We'll be doing that in just a minute. Let me see here. What do we have here? My PayPal, we got 90. Let's count them up. That's 116. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, we are $50 away from culture. I know you want to see that culture as much as I do, and we're going to need it. So please kick in now, because it's time. Immigration. Internet Zen Master, what's up, man? How's it going? Says 5 out of 10 on the singing AP. Would sound better if you were standing when you sang. I belted some pretty good tunes out, man. That one was not going well. It seems like it's probably better to just call no joy on that one while we still have the opportunity to do so before just being fully fucking terribly humiliated. But yeah, I am also sitting Indian style in an office chair. So, as you can see. Thank you for pointing it out. You certainly hurt my confidence. I appreciate that. I don't think we'll be doing karaoke anymore. Nope. Thanks anyway, though. Thanks, Internet Zen Master. Tonight in immigration, a woman speaks on problems with immigration. And I listen to women contently. Oh, I think we're about to put Pablo on the cross here. Let's get that out of the way. Pablo, you little piece of shit. Props from Hopper. Hopper, I'll have Grandma come out here in just a second, but first. No, that's it. No, not me. Ow! Terrible. We got to fix that, AJ. Okay, I like the representation of myself as Christ. It's blasphemous and shit, but yeah, I'm first of all, Pablo's put on a little weight. And he has driven the lance of Long Pablo through me instead. Oh, let's listen to this woman prattle about immigration for a minute.
Everything I'm about to say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and no, I do not want to harm myself.
Are you about to admit that you just molested a bunch of children for Israel?
You see, mass immigration without integration is actually called an invasion. I know a bunch of you liberal idiots.
I've been back on YouTube a while. The algorithm's weird. I just found out Dave Cullen was still out here on YouTube after like 5 years. The algorithm swings you away from somebody, and it just pretends someone you subscribe to doesn't exist.
Like to say that we have a vetted immigration system, then that it's only engineers and doctors coming in. But with the open borders, you actually kibosh that. And what you're doing is you're letting in the lowest of the low, bottom of the barrel inbreds, extremists, and absolute criminals that even their origin of countries do not want them. And if you're wondering why, well, if you import the third world, you become the third world. So why would your own governments want you to become the third world? Why would most of the Democrat and liberal...
I don't think it's the government. I really think it's Vanguard and BlackRock who want all the cheap labor in those countries. They want to be able to do in those countries what they can do in those third world countries because the executives don't want to live in those third world countries. That's just my theory.
Governments around the West want you to...
They want to flood our countries with cheap fucking labor. And they don't give a fuck about the people that live there. They give a fuck about our production potential.
Become the third world. Well, you see, if Europe falls, the cabal then can initiate its new world order, and then everybody is under their thumbs perfectly.
And I don't think a lot of these idiots in all of these countries, such as the liberals, get that. You see, that's because you were trained. You were trained to hate God at first, and the hippie movement actually had something to do with that. After you were trained to hate God, you were actually trained to hate yourself as a white person because of what someone did 200 or 300 years ago that had nothing to do with you. After they got you to hate yourself, then they got you to hate your country. Why? Because that will unite you with your fellow countrymen and will actually get you to fight off these invaders. Now, if you're wondering why your own governments would actually want to bring in this third world and lose their own democracy, well, that's because they have an out in Argentina. And most of these people like Keir Starmer, Justin Trudeau, Carney, and Macaroni were actually just a bunch of cabal prostitutes when they were younger, and they were just play toys for the Epstein types. And they knew exactly what they were doing psychologically to these kids because they knew exactly the positions that they would take in the future, whether as prime ministers or police chiefs or, you know, other things like the UN. And they knew that at a young age, if they indoctrinated them into that climate change like Greta Thunberg and the teachings of the Club of Rome and the World Economic Forum, that they could create absolutely low IQ monsters that would actually tank their own countrymen because they were promised a seat in either the UN or Argentina in the New World dystopian bullshit that they think the cabal is creating. They genuinely do not know that they're low of the bottom of the barrel, like low-hanging fruit, and that they will be eventually thrown to the wolves because the cabal doesn't like to spend money on anything extra that they don't like, and that is why they use things as...
Aw, Dabu says, I love my sweet girlfriend Regina. Here's to many more good times with her. Is it Regina or Regina? That's the name that rhymes with fun. Shout out to you, Regina. I'm sure you're a lovely girlfriend, the best. And Dabu is just, he's just chomping at the bit for more good times with you. You know what a good time is? Blowing your boyfriend on the couch while he watches Late Night with Adonis Paul. I know he doesn't say that. No one wants to request that, but that's a good time for him. What a good time for me is when Blando comes in and says, Renee Good gets instant karma, and you wouldn't walk through that door? Which door? I'm not really sure what you're talking about. I wouldn't walk through which door. You mean from like the song? No, I don't know. I was just reading the lyrics. I don't even remember them, to be honest. It says Susan says A for effort for another 5. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. I did my best. I'm kind of bending over to get into the mic here, so and I'm also like sitting here hitting this stupid vape. It does do all I do is smoke weed and hit this little nicotine vape the whole time. It's not the best time for me to try to sing. Great time. It's, my voice is okay, but not the best time to try to sing, if you know what I mean. And then Blando comes in with $40 and says, from Susan for Anthony, rest in peace and your voice. I guess I'll have to go back into voice training, some diaphragm training. Make sure I get that radio slot voice perfect. But for now, it's time for us to appreciate what brought us here.
White people.
Thank you both very, very much. Unlike that lady in the first segment, I am humbled, and I appreciate it. Now that we've met our goal, we got a whole another half of the show. All I gotta do is... No more of that. All I gotta do is earn $35 more. I get another day of that AI video goodness to work on Pleasure Palace. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's actually possible. We might actually get there. Boy, I'm happy.
You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? Let's do it in the butt. Okay.
I ain't that fucking happy. Tonight in trans issues. How activists slip bullshit into your kid's head. As spoken by a teacher. We haven't done trans issues in a very long time. Kind of like a Drasty. I don't really always do it. But when we do, it's worth it.
I also wanted to add that piece because we don't always look like our family. I also want to call out that whether it's chosen or given...
Okay, but you know most people do. And there's already a significant amount of books on the market for people that don't. So by oversaturating the market, you're overexposing that type of thing. And it makes people fucking hate it. It's not even that we hate gay people. It's that you're overexposing them. And like anything else you market to the point of overexposure, like Netflix with gay shit, it makes us hate that fucking thing. Like really fucking hate it. Like get sick of it. That's where we are with gay shit. Had you just not been pushing it on our kids, it never would have been a problem. I think most reasonable people are like, any adult can go fuck however they want. I just don't want my kids being privy to your weird degenerate lifestyle. And now your thing is, well, my lifestyle's not degenerate. It's normal. No, it's fucking degenerate. It's filled with drugs, sexually transmitted disease, abuse, and weird sex. Okay? It's as degenerate as it gets. Just fucking own it. Because we're not just talking about normal gay men. We're not talking about like 10th Man or your, Steve or something like that. They're actually the straight white men of the gay community. They're fucking hated for being too normal. They're normal to us now. You know, there was a time when we used to throw bricks at those guys. Now when someone's just a normal gay guy, we're like, geez, okay, thank God you're not a fucking tranny. All you do is suck dick, that's it? You still wear pants? All right, I can talk to you.
family. One is not more valuable than the other. This book is just the invitation to discuss the importance of finding your people, those who see and love you for you, biological or not. Members of one's biological family are not always the people who are family in the ways that matter.
See, this is what I mean. Like just trying to rip people, like put the idea in kids' heads that you can just disavow your fucking family. If your family disagrees with your lifestyle, disavow them. No. You go to Thanksgiving looking like the fucking freak you are and you make them fucking deal with it. That's what you do. If that's really what you're about, that's what you do. I'm not wearing uncomfortable pants. You know what I mean? Hey, we all got our limits.
Given the tidal wave of legislation aimed at the erasure of underrepresented communities being passed across the
I
country.
never said that the other day. I was coming back from my daughter's graduation. My mom was dropping me off. We took her vehicle. She just dropped me back off at my house. My neighbor said, man, I've never seen you out not wearing like pajama pants. I'm like, that's what I wear when I'm working in the yard and shit, man. I don't wear uncomfortable pants. In the wintertime, I'll put on jeans. In the summertime, I'm in like shorts or usually a pair of pajama pants or some shit. Some flannel pajama pants.
Not to mention the hateful rhetoric being normalized every day against marginalized communities. I wanted to highlight how during this time of what feels like very intense division, that chosen families can offer a unique alternative.
Why are you trying to sell children on turning their backs on their fucking families and then acting surprised when people have a problem with it? That's what cults do. We just want to let you know that if your family is, you don't really like your family, we'll be your family. We'll embrace you. We know what's best. We know you better than the people whose bodies you came out of.
Chosen family is a group of people who may not necessarily be related by shared DNA, but who choose.
No, I don't go to like Walmart and no, I'm not like people of Walmart style. I put on pants to go like out. But around like my property, if I'm just out there, I don't know, pulling fucking bullshit weeds out of a planter or something, yeah, I'm wearing a pair of shorts or I'm wearing a pair of flannel pants. I'm not going to be uncomfortable. Who the fuck's looking? I'm in my yard. One of you guys snapping a fucking photo to put it on the internet. That's exactly what I'll say. Oh, I look unflattering? Yeah? It was 3 p.m. on a Wednesday, and I was pulling weeds. Eat shit. One day you'll grow up and be an adult, too, and take some unflattering photos bent over your fucking garden.
To form deep, meaningful, and supportive connections with one another. Some people seek out and find their chosen family when their given family doesn't fully understand them or accept them for who they are.
It's disgusting. Even suggesting to children, hey, it's important you know that the community is out there. If your family ever pisses you off, you can join us. We'll be your family. That's so fucking gross. Where do you get the nerve to say that shit? Again, they can't defend it intellectually, so they make it a moral issue. Well, you know, there's a lot of families that are terrible to their gay kids, and they just disavow them and treat them like shit and abuse them. Yeah, but was that happening here? Is that happening to every kid you're putting that book in front of? If there's a child with gender dysphoria, you treat it like a child with any other severe mental illness. You single them out and handle that shit on a case-by-case basis. You don't advertise it to the normals as something positive with a good spin on it. Not because it's true, just to make that weird one feel better. If we ruin enough lives to other kids who are like you, you'll feel normal, right? Ugh, trans issues. Did you know that trannies and women did like everything for you?
As Pride Month comes to an end, this is just an unfriendly reminder that Black and brown trans women and lesbians are the ones who paved the way for your rights, who fought for your rights. So to come on here and bash them for what this, that, or the third is fucking insane. To be openly transphobic is fucking insane.
I think to be transgender is a form of insanity. You know what's weird? I've really never interacted with many of those people. Not my type of people. Don't really interact with them. You know who's been annoying me when it comes to them for the last 10 years or so? Busybody activist women like you. Isn't it weird that Kyle Rittenhouse can turn around at a Black Lives Matter rally, shoot 3 people coming at him to try to harm him at a black riot, and all 3 of them are whites? You know what's just as bad, if not worse, than the shit I really don't like? Is the people like you. The hangers-on. Nothing has made me hate the trans community more than people like you and Laura Izaguirre. Laura Izaguirre set me off on a 2-year fucking tirade where we did trans issues every fucking night. I made it part of my day to try to make sure one of those fucking people decided life wasn't worth living anymore. But now that I think about it, they're really not the ones who have pissed me off. Well, I mean, some of them I've seen in the news have. They go to these meetings and shit. But usually it's either women like you or fake trans people. Again, vagina havers, however you want to phrase that. Dressed all weird at city council meetings, speaking on their behalf. You're not part of that community. Why don't you shut the fuck up and mind your own business?
If you are gay, especially if you are gay, you would not have the rights and the freedoms that you have if it were not for trans women. And so to come on here and be like, oh, I'm a rad femme because of da-da-da-da.
See, the thing, Paul Danino, about what you just said, that, whiny cunts like me are really the problem, is that you've been coming in here talking that shit for so long, it just doesn't sting. I'm just like, oh, that's just Paul talking that shit. I looked at it and I just looked back at this other screen and then it just hit me. I'm like, some people talk shit and it impacts. Not you, man. Just give it up.
You sound stupid. You sound really fucking dumb. I love my trans brothers and sisters, and without them, none of this would have been possible.
That's not true. Trans people didn't pave the way for any of my fucking rights. My forefathers fought for them in wars, wrote them down on a piece of paper and swore to abide by them, called it the Constitution, and started a country. There wasn't any ladyboy brigade out there.
Like, Pride Month wouldn't be a thing. It actually sets us back is when rad femmes come on here and say that trans women are like the bane of their existence. They ruin everything or whatever, this, that, or the third. Like, I keep saying this, that, or the third, but
Paul just gave up. He was like, damn, you're right. Gas the juice! Start screaming that over and over. It's like, well, someone's getting insulted up in here tonight. I respect that. It's just not going to be me. I'm in a good mood. I'm like $35 away from getting 24 hours of unfettered video AI processing.
you get my point. It's like, be fucking grateful. You ingrate. Like, it's actually so
No.
fucking weird and it's so annoying.
I'll be grateful to people that do something for me. Not just random ass fucking lady boys that just they don't feel good about themselves, so they need you to lie to me about all their great contributions. No.
I'm so tired of seeing it. Especially a few weeks ago when it was really bad because of the whole Paris situation. And I defended Paris because I don't think she was being transphobic. But people came out of the woodwork after that to be transphobic. Just to be like, to act like trans women ruin everything. And it's so fucking weird. Like, literally.
That's that overstatement again. You like to overstate things so it sounds ridiculous. They don't ruin everything. They're obnoxious. They're obnoxious and presumptuous, and some of them demand that we live in a weird fucking fantasy world that we want nothing to do with. It's like a game of D&D we never asked to join. You got to be in character. That's Susan over there now. That's not Stan. No, it's Stan. I didn't ask to be part of your little weird sexual D&D game, okay? If you like to put on panties and get fucked in the ass, you know what? Hey, more power to you. Just don't do it in front of the kids and don't go online and try to sell it to other people as a lifestyle. If you can do, like, sell videos of it, that, again, is your fucking business.
You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? You wanna do it in my butt? In my butt? Let's do it in the butt. Okay.
Internet Zen Master says,
I feel this voice is completely appropriate for this statement. Chosen families is definitely something a cult would say.
You're right.
Kids should have friends, not chosen families.
That's right. Notice the language. They start changing the meaning of it. Used to be hey, sorry, kid, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your family. Now they're like, you can pick your family, and your friends are your family, and they're also a cult, and if you leave them, then you should be exiled from all of society. Kind of hungry. Hey, we got a raid from our friends at Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. Hey, big round of applause for those guys. Connie and Assbud, great to see you out there. Pleasure to host the audience here on the Late Night with Adonis Ball program. As always, I will take great care of the audience. Shut up! But for now, fast food. Tonight in fast food, first, this girl's going to crash out on old men.
Got some bacon for your pig ass. Don't you ever fucking insult me again. Say it, say it. Say it, say it, say it.
Watch your language.
Say it. Do not, as people are walking by inside McDonald's, tell them they should be charged for the bathroom. You have absolutely...
Maybe they should. Maybe he's tired of stinky homeless hobos walking through the McDonald's that he's just trying to eat breakfast at with their backpacks and their shit clanging off it. Obviously homeless hobo motherfuckers just walking in the door, disturbing him with their shit smell. May not be your fault, but you're making it his fucking problem in a place he's trying to eat. Is it rude to say something? Mildly. Should maybe you be the one to turn around and shut the fuck up? Yeah, put up with it. You inconvenience somebody.
No idea what people are doing, how much money they have. You started it. You want to talk shit while people go by, you're going to get it. You little...
Then why would he care about you just walking by? Unless you either weren't paying for anything at this McDonald's, or you're a fucking obvious hobo who stinks like shit.
Pig ass, I bought a piece of bacon. I'll go get some more and crumble it up right in front of you. Don't you ever insult...
I bought a piece of bacon. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Some people, I hear it sometimes in the chat. You're making a lot of assumptions, AP. Hey, I've been doing this a long time. People in these videos, if you're getting videoed out in public and you end up on this show, you're probably pretty predictable.
me in my fucking pockets, bitch. Isn't that fake? That little fucking fake chain? Is that the only thing you can... That thing's thin as fuck. Don't you ever insult somebody in their fucking pockets. Don't you... Yeah, see, he doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck. Old ass men don't give a fuck about having giant fat Cuban link chains. He's not trying to have like what black people would call a chain. Look, you don't even have any bling, old man. Yeah, no shit.
Because you're being an asshole. Don't you ever tell people they should pay for the bathroom.
That old man has what's called wealth. He doesn't wear $25,000 worth of jewelry on his neck. Around the prime demographic to snatch a chain off your neck.
And I'm going through the fucking drive-thru, you dick. You have no idea about my fucking pockets, bitch.
I know you could only afford a slice of bacon.
I'm going to the bathroom and then buying something. Don't you ever fucking insult me. I'll yank that fucking chain right off your fucking neck.
Aw. She's been mildly insulted, so she gets to threaten everyone with violence, guys. It's deserved.
I swear to God I will. And he's not doing shit because he knows I'm fucking right. You're a goddamn bitch.
He's not doing shit because he's wondering what the best course of action with this crazy person is. Perhaps they'll just run out of steam and leave in the next few seconds. Let's give them that. It's easier than tackling a crazy hobo with AIDS to the ground inside the McDonald's.
Don't you ever insult my pockets.
See, you're on the way out. Why would he stop you?
You old ass, let's go outside. I'll fucking beat the fuck out of you. Exactly. Don't say anything, bitch. Do not say...
No, let's stop right here. I hate it when women do this shit when they get angry. I'll beat the fuck out of you. Suck my fucking dick. Hit me, motherfucker. Stop that. If it did happen, not only would you deserve it now, but you would get knocked the fuck out. Because 99% of men can knock out 99% of women in one fucking punch. We're just built differently. How many times have you had your jaw fucking cracked and had to stay conscious to fight through that shit? Ladies, not crumbled to the floor in an abusive relationship, called it trauma the rest of your life, ended up in therapy and shit. Like, had to fight back from being half knocked out and overpower your opponent and do the same because your life was in danger. See, because that's something boys go through in childhood. That was one of many recess, playground, sidewalk scraps growing up as a boy. You're just not built like us. Women are very cunning. You're way more cunning than we are. Focus on that. Don't pipe off about beating people's asses because you cannot do it. Also, in McDonald's, there was fat people. Big surprise.
Because I've been waiting over a fucking hour. I'm coming. Give me a fucking refund, then. I'm coming. It's been over a fucking hour. We are short-handed. Great. Yes, we did. $14 an hour people.
Calm down, Jelly Roll.
What did you have? In the morning. What did you have? It's a mobile order for Brooke. Hey! Put this on TikTok.
I got you right here. Right here, all day.
Yeah, it happens all the time on this show that women will lie, knowing that their own video contradicts what they're saying. They will video you while doing something, then lie about it on video, and then be like, when the internet sees this, you're going to be in trouble. They don't realize that the evidence was provided by them.
Don't Mickey Miller always leave somebody alive to tell the tale? We are your camera. Just give me some fucking cheeseburgers up in this bitch and some nuggets. Or a cheese.
Man, this is a Wendy's or McDonald's energy. Yeah. Yeah, calm down, hobo. Internet Zen Master even had to say something, all right? He's one of the most chilled motherfuckers we got out here. Zen's in his name. You got him all fucking antsy in the pantsy. Worked up. I don't like it. I mean, I like it. Thank you for your donation. I don't like that you worked up.
My diabetes. My wife and them will come in here just look at me.
Hey, B.
I'm asking for
Hey, B.
CD.
Right in.
No,
TikTok.
White kids named Braden, fully white children named Braden, are an indicator of a problem with our society. If you name your kid Braden, he better be half black.
I got a fifth. It's right there. It doesn't say your name on the receipt. It just says mobile.
Braden your name being Braden indicates one thing. Your mother had you when she was very young. She was probably a whore, and you're probably half black. Also, today she wears scrubs, but she's not a doctor or nurse. Go ahead, find me an exception. There's a very specific type of white bitch that names her kid Braden. So I don't know where it comes from or why it's like that. It just be like that sometimes.
Do you know it would be ironic if that's his order sitting on the counter right in front of him?
What'd you say?
If that was his order.
That would be hilarious. That would be so funny.
Is it that order?
This is McDonald's.
Hey.
Sir, I'm going to stop you right here. You don't need any more McDonald's. You fat fuck. You listen to me.
Shut up, bitch!
My fillet of fish is only half as big as it used to be, and you want me to wait behind your fat ass for it? No, thank you. This one's for Hopper.
Whoa! Alicia!
And this one's for Batman. And this one's for all you dirty, filthy, shizer-loving motherfuckers out there. Doo-doo at a country show.
What the fuck?
Well, you see what happened here, ma'am, is there was a lady, somebody of your gender, wearing a dress or a skirt here at this country show, and she decided that she didn't want to miss one damn moment. Her boyfriend's probably also into anal. And we had a little doo-doo accident. That's right. Dookie. Turds. Human feces. On the floor. At this country show. It's new country, so the music was also shit. It may have just come out the speakers. But we still got bitches hanging onto their fucking chairs here, sitting right next to it. Look at them. That's a lady with her cute boots on, sitting next to her friend. This has got to be new country, because it's nothing but women. Such a white woman, target-rich environment, and yet you don't see any men's shoes sitting around. You know why? Because they're the type of bitches to shit on the floor to not miss a Blake Shelton song. That still smells better than a rap show. And now we go around the world. Yeah, fair enough. They are shit kickers. They should be used to it. Tonight, around the world, we start our mission in the land of Singapore, where we watch a couple of aunties get it on! Ho, 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 ho. There's only one red cop left in Fish Store. You must fight! To death! Hey, wait, she could walk. Oh no, the aunties they're on the floor. Big crash. Get her. Let's back it up. What are they fighting over? It's like there's a dispute about something she's pointing out up here. This lady just says, fuck you. And that was it. It was on. It was that round one right there. But She began by quickly overpowering the crippled lady. But once they're both on the floor, it's like your legs are of no use to you now. Oh, now we got a hair pull from behind. They have to separate these two immediately. We can't let women this old fight in the store. They're going to end up falling down and breaking something that actually has worth. Oh, all life has value. Really? Then we can assign a value to it. And now we're going to go to Australia, I think, to talk about feminist M&Ms.
G'day guys, Nick Adams here. I want to speak about M&Ms.
Why?
I want to speak about Mars, the company behind M&Ms.
Why?
M&Ms have just released feminist M&Ms. Yes?
What?
You heard me right. Feminist M&Ms. Egregious sexism of the worst and most conceivable kind.
What, are they pink or something?
It is outrageous, it is disgusting, and it must not
That's just Valentine's Day swag, man. They turn back to the regular colors next month.
stand. That is why I am calling for a complete and total boycott of all things Mars, and particularly M&Ms.
You gonna explain this shit?
It will not stand. Let me say this loudly, let me say this clearly, let me say this unambiguously. Any male that buys a packet of M&Ms from today forward must hand in their man card, because they are a soft, woke, beta, male feminist.
Listen, you cardigan-wearing Aussie queer. You're not the fucking issuer of man cards that allow entrance into the Valley of Men. Look at you. I'm half your size and I would whip your ass into the fucking concrete. You take your soft bitch ass back inside. You haven't even tried to explain to us why we should hate M&Ms. You've just made this wild, unfounded statement and then started making demands and insulting my manhood if I don't comply. How about this? No real man just fucking complies because some Aussie fucking douche yuppie tells them to. Now you fucking explain yourself.
Who has serious problems.
Why didn't that black guy walking by just hit you in the back of the head? Why couldn't he be that dude? You got so many that will.
Until M&Ms rectify this grave wrong by giving us all male M&Ms, this boycott will remain.
They did an all-female M&M marketing campaign, and you're mad? You want men M&Ms? Because real men want to put men into their mouth and suck on them. You're a fucking idiot. You know, there's some things that just aren't worth reacting to, right? There are real issues with men and sexism that affect us every single day, and they're fucking unfair, and some of it needs to stop. But Jesus Christ, man, M&Ms, this is where you're starting? You're aiming kind of low on your goals, buddy. You know, I got asked a question about Canada earlier from our friend AJ. Let's talk about Canada. First, is Canada really a free country? This woman has some questions.
Can somebody please tell me how we're still calling Canada a free country? Because I don't see much freedom happening. If you think about it, we can't access certain news channels. We can't pray.
Well, freedom is a subjective thing, really. We in America are not fully free. There's great limitations on our freedom. Usually, so society can run with all kinds of people in it. We don't want people killing each other, shit like that. But yeah, no, compared to us, no, we don't call Canada a free country. I'm afraid of saying things in Canada. I'm afraid of confrontations in Canada because if I say the wrong thing, that's a bigger crime than somebody physically assaulting me. You're not a free country. No, not compared to America.
If we don't fill out our census, we get a fine. If somebody breaks into our house,
Yeah,
we
so do
can't
we,
kill
sweetheart.
them. We can't even hurt them. We can't carry guns. We can't protect ourselves. We don't get to make the rules for our kids anymore. The government makes those rules. So
Yeah, it's the same here. It's the same in every Western nation.
Your children who have been on social media for the last 5 years, 6 years, they're no longer allowed on social media.
Your children shouldn't have been on social media. You as a parent should be responsible for keeping your fucking child off social media.
Because the government says so, not because the parents do. We don't get to decide what we put in our body. We have to get our vaccines. Even brand new babies coming into this world need to get vaccines. COVID vaccines that we all knew were a joke. We had to get those too. So why are we still calling Canada a free country?
In America, you have to get vaccines to bring your kid to school. They ask for a vaccination record. It's no different here. Some vaccines are okay. I'm not fully anti-vax. I think the COVID vaccine was rushed out experimental gene therapy. No one should have taken that shit. The frequency of these vaccines and how frequent and how many of them we give to babies, that's a problem. But no, essentially curing polio and measles isn't a problem.
Doesn't seem very free to me.
Yeah, that's subjective. It's not very free to me either. You sound like somebody who's lived in America for a while, like this lady.
Hello, Canadian, living in the United States. I've been here for almost 2 years now, and I went home a couple weeks ago. It was the first time I had been back in almost 2 years, and it breaks my heart to say it, but it just didn't feel like home anymore. I would like to share with you what it felt like going home. So,
before you do, I know you're going to say something very poignant and important, but...
Now that's a titty.
That sure is, Dave.
Today, I made some notes. Now, before anybody loses their mind on me in the comments, because it happens daily, this is not about race. It's not about whether immigrants are good people or bad people.
Oh, I know where this is going. Yeah, they're going to pretend you didn't say that, so you might as well just not have. I get it. You need a disclaimer.
Most people are just trying to build a better life for themselves and their families. This is about what happens when a country changes so fast that the people who grew up there simply can't recognize it anymore. I walked through places that used to feel familiar. The stores were different. The languages I heard were different.
Yeah, you ever tried to talk to a fucking Manitoba government official about amending your marriage certificate? Okay, sir, the problem is... Yeah, it's a fucking problem. But, you know, they're allowed to bitch and moan about anything they find to be a problem. You're not allowed to bitch and moan about anything, or you're the problem. That's how they take over. They know what they're doing. The government knows what they're letting them do. You're just collateral damage, sweetie. Your Vanguard and BlackRock's collateral damage unto Canada. Soon it'll be a brown country, just like the one below us. And they'll still question why we want to preserve, like, white culture and white European people.
The culture felt different. The atmosphere felt different. And for the first time in my life, I felt like a visitor in the place that I was born and raised in. And it wasn't just that. What shocked me even more was the decline. There was people nodding off in public in the middle of the day. I saw homelessness on a scale that I did not grow up with.
It's like you don't want to live in any of those brown countries. But you also don't want to admit that the people in those countries are the reason those countries are the way they are. You want to play 6 degrees of separation from colonialism to try to explain away the inherent evil of some fucking fucked up cultures. Well, look, which ones? Like them fucking native motherfuckers in Africa that still eat one another and sell people. Or the motherfuckers down in Haiti that burn you in the middle of the street. Those people. Problem?
My town has about...
Is it a problem just because the people who do that are black? So I'm not supposed to say it? Well, I'm sorry. I don't see black Americans burning people in the middle of the fucking street in tires for stealing and shit, for minor petty theft. I ain't talking about you. Shut up.
28,000 people. Okay, 28,000. There are...
I'm sure somewhere there's some slobs engaging in that fucking shit. Call them out. I'll stay quiet.
4 homeless encampments. Literal tent cities.
Yep.
That absolutely blew my mind.
I seen them around
And maybe
Winnipeg.
some people will be like, yeah, that's normal. Some people may be like, you're exaggerating. But if you grew up somewhere and then leave for a little bit and you come back 2 years later and then all of a sudden there's just tent cities all over the place, you're going to notice.
Yeah, that's how they get you. The people that live there, it happens so subtly. that by the time they look back and realize how far things have come, there's no turning it around. What are you going to do now? It would be mean to move these people. You can't do anything mean in Canada.
Disagree with me all you want, because I know that there's going to be people who do, but a lot of Canadians feel this way, and they're just afraid to say it out loud, because the second that you mention it, somebody's going to call you a racist. But asking whether mass migration...
That's true. Do you know how fucking brave Leaf's family thinks I am sometimes for the shit that I say? I've seen them look around on their back porch. I watched it happen the last time I was there. I was talking about going to fucking queer prom. That weird party that I was talking about at the museum that had all this fucking weirdo queer people there. Like real weirdo queer people, not just men holding hands, like men in dresses and shit. And all I said was, yeah, I realized I'm a long way from Texas. And I watched her stepmom like look around to see if the neighbors, just subtly, to see if there was neighbors outside listening to the shit I was saying. I didn't even say something fucked up. I just indicated I had seen some queer shit and didn't like it. Yeah, they have to live their whole lives not, and they probably do not like it. I've heard them make some comments about things of that nature and the amount of immigration and shit like that, and why they live so fucking far out of the city and shit. They can't say it. It's not even like here, where you can kind of say it, around the right people. You can't. You never know. They're so saturated with like left-wing shit. And they've been taught their whole lives that Canada's, well, we welcome anyone and everyone. We're the friendliest people on earth. I mean, they gave us some of that shit in America, give us your poor, you're weak, you're tired. But we also had like a appropriate established right-wing establishment in this country. We had like at least a little Rush Limbaugh on the radio or something like that, back in like the 80s. They don't even have that. It is 100. The government controls their television. You can't get news on social media there unless it comes from the Canadian government.
changes the country is not racism. Of course.
When Leaf comes here, she always comments on all the news that shows up on her fucking Facebook feed. In Canada, it's just not there.
Mass migration changes the country. If millions of people arrive in a short time, neighborhoods change, schools change, communities change, cultures change. And this is not a judgment, it's just reality. The question isn't whether change is happening, because change is happening. The question is, how much change can a country absorb before the people who built their lives there start feeling disconnected from the place that they once called home?
Yeah, nobody wants to wake up in another country tomorrow. The, quote, immigrants, otherwise known as foreign fucking migrant invaders, they made the choice to leave their home country, and they don't give a fuck what they do to yours. They would rather it be more like their shitty home country. They want their shitty home country with your money. And if it only lasts one generation, so fucking be it. If they weren't selfish pieces of shit, they wouldn't be moving to your country and trying to dictate how you live in the first place. But if you really want to know the answer to that question, what's going to happen, ma'am? Well, let's just, visit your friends in Great Britain, your mother country. Experience the non-violent immigrants there.
What did you say?
I want to come to stay.
Can you not touch me, please?
Can you move, please?
Can you not? I'm recording you. Don't touch me.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm here relaxing.
Can you move?
Immigrants go to your country. The ones they didn't invite, the illegals. You didn't kick them out, or you didn't kick them and their fucking children they had there out. Now their children are grown up, and their children fucking hate you. Their loyalty is to their parents and their mother country and culture, which they've never experienced how shitty it is. So they see it through these rose-colored lenses. Now they won't even move to let an old lady up the fucking stairs because she's a native of the country, because she's white. This is your future. Becoming second-class citizens to fucking invaders because you didn't want to stand up and say no. You were afraid of being called a racist.
Go around.
I can't.
You can. You got legs.
I'm 80.
Okay. So? I'm recording you.
I don't give a damn what you're doing. You're extremely rude and arrogant.
I'm recording.
You won't move so I can go.
You see, it's all over the Bible.
That guy should be grabbed by the back of his fucking collar and tossed down those stairs. And anyone who disagrees is a giant asshole and you deserve to go right after him. But what happens just to people who rent their property to these scum from shithole countries? You know, we just heard in a press conference today, oh, it's so terrible. These people come from country. We can't send these people back to Haiti and shit because their country is so terrible and the criminal gangs run it. But you're not allowed to call it a shithole country. Let me show you the effect of trying to help these people. Now, these were Indians. So are you surprised to find out that the entire place is covered in feces?
Cleared out all this room now. We just got all this bit to do.
Yeah, totally civilized people. This is what happens when you invite the third world into your country. People that don't even respect the sanctity of using a fucking toilet. It's not your job to civilize these assholes. If you want to, if the world order wants these fucking people civilized, we should be allowed to colonize them and civilize them in their own fucking country. Stay the fuck out of ours. There is no situation where mass migration has not brought down the living standard of everyone else. And now we go to Germany to put the final cherry on this European point. Where they'll straight up tell you there, no one's going to save Europe, it's ours.
You guys start a war that nobody can save you on this earth. Nobody. You can join force with America. You can join force with NATO. You can join force with the whole Germany, and nobody gonna save you guys. Trust me. Nobody gonna save you guys. They can put you on the middle with nuclear bomb, RPG, AK-47. They surround you more than 200 billion soldiers, and you are in the middle. They cannot save you. Trust me.
You know, there was a time when we had cannon and they didn't. And they didn't have the balls to say shit like that. We need to go back to those times. On the other hand, let's see how they do it in the land of Japan, where Seti Feldman is from.
Japan traumatized me so much that I just stopped traveling as a black person, because what they say about the entire world hating black people is 1,000% true.
I'm not saying that's fair, but I'm asking that you take a moment to blame other black people for that and not the rest of the world for being for feeling that way. If it wasn't for the behavior, I'm sure you're a fine lad, never seen a day of trouble in your life. Seems like you know how to speak English properly, at least. You got the money to travel a little bit. Good for you. You find that people are a little worried. They automatically assume you're a certain way. You know whose fault that is? Black people who go to Japan and bring that ghetto shit with them to a country that is not fucking amused by it and has never had to tolerate it. Has no tolerance for it. You understand this is a country of people that willingly worked with the Nazis. They like order. That chaotic inward shit that the fat women in your community, for instance, we've watched videos of, getting off the plane, start yelling. Do you know those people don't even like perfume? So the idea of perfume on top of baby powder, on top of cocoa butter, that stinks to them. It overpowers those fucking people, but you don't care. They're the gross ones. They don't smell at all. Deodorant in Japan, by and large, has no smell. It just keeps you from smelling. Clean in Japan means no one can smell you. To those people, you're fucking filthy. You're disgusting. You're a giant, gross fucking barbarian who is loud, has absolutely no manners, and is not even attempting to get along and comport yourself properly while you're in their land as a guest. And again, you didn't break any of these rules. I'd say about 40% of their African-American visitors over there have probably not done any of the shit I just described, but the majority have. You and I both fucking know it. The only part of that sentence you can even come close to disagreeing with me on is it's probably not the majority. You're right. I didn't do a knockout study on in Japan. I'm just going by what I've seen. Again, I'm not saying it's right for them to pigeonhole you as some kind of criminal ghetto motherfucker. But I have a feeling you're about to blame the Japanese people for that, and those days are over. The days of just blindly blaming someone for noticing some shit or being a little racist and not liking somebody are fucking over. If we have to sympathize with why you feel that way about white people, I'm going to sympathize with why the Japanese feel that way about you.
Even if people want to be like, oh, well, that's not everywhere. That is honestly everywhere. And I know people are going to be like, oh, well, you're black, you should already anticipate this. But I hate that this is just something that we're being forced to just accept instead of people changing their beliefs in the way that they treat other human beings.
There's the problem, motherfucker. Everyone else has to change the way they are to put up with that stupid fucking Dre. Everyone else should give you a pass. Should show you compassion as an individual. But you want me, for instance, I bet you believe that white people should take accountability for slavery, but you don't believe you should take accountability for fucking Johnny Somali. That shit was like a year ago. Nah, they don't like you for good fucking reason. You don't, and it's not even a personal thing, motherfucker. They are tired of being abused. Like a woman might just give up on men after enough abuse, Japan has given up on black people.
I made my original video about being like, oh, don't get your hopes up about Japan, because I had an experience where I was in an elevator and a group of Japanese people were about to enter it. They look up at me and then they just completely just don't enter the elevator.
Yeah, you stink to them. I can explain that. You fucking stink to them. It's as simple as that. I got news for you though, bro. Me too. I stink to them. The difference between you and I is when I go to Japan, I'm not going to cover myself in body lotion, cocoa butter, baby powder, and Issey Miyake cologne. I'm going to go real light on that shit because I don't want to get into an elevator with somebody and have them cover their fucking nose and embarrass me. It's not up to them to change their ways to accept you. It's up to you to conform to their ways while you're in their country. Are you aware that the same no foreigners signs that apply to you apply to me? Yeah, that sucks. I can't go in there and fuck a bunch of Japanese whores in that sex club. Oh well. I'm in their fucking country.
And I look at the person that I'm with and I'm like, wow, like this is really real life. Multiple times in stores where I'm just being followed or ignored or people don't want to help me. And it's just like, why would I waste my money traveling out of the country to places that I actually really want to go, but to be treated like absolute shit? Like
I explained it to you, and it's going to continue happening because you won't blame the problem. You can't understand that your people did that. Your people made you the problem. You only ask that of white people. You need to understand that you did this. Your people did this. Your ancestors did this. That's why these people fucking hate you. You need to understand that. No. You need to understand that your people did that to you. And you need to be turning around and looking at people in the black community and telling them not to act like, you know what word I want to use, when they're fucking traveling. Because the next black man to go to Japan is going to experience consequences that he never asked for nor deserves. And that ain't on the people of Japan to continue to bend over and fucking take it and never once show any disdain. No. For the very specific people that are coming and doing this shit in the greatest frequency. No, thank you. You let in the third world, you get the third world. And now, some chaos from the brown third world. Oh no, there's a history of Japan hating everyone who's not Japanese. They're fanatically fucking racist through history. My point wasn't like that Johnny Somali started that shit. It's that the view of most black people is that they are the victims of white people and that we are supposed to look back upon our history and take responsibility for what our ancestors did. Well, if that's the case, then you need to look back on just like a year ago and take responsibility for some of the shit you've seen black people do in Japan on TikTok. None of us were around for slavery, but those same Japanese people got bothered on a train specifically by black American people 4 or 5 times now to make TikToks. Yeah, really, Japanese, they really have gotten down to just, like, looking up to American whites. We're the only ones that come there and at least try, but in the majority, to be quiet, respectful, spend money, act like we're in a foreign country where we don't know where the fuck we are. Yeah, that guy wants everyone else to police their community and the behavior of their community and the beliefs of their community, but not him. Clearly, black Americans are fucking perfect and have absolutely no problems that have ever been documented for the last 60 years on every news broadcast when it comes to murder and crime. Now we end up in the Netherlands, where a Dutch woman explains why Europe doesn't have AC the way we do. And that's sad, because they're having a mild heat wave compared to what we have to just our normal weather my whole life here in Texas. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to say, fuck the people of Europe. I don't give a fuck about how hot you are. Put in a window unit. Even Jerry Seinfeld got a window unit. Eat shit. I mean, he ended up dropping it on a dog, but he had one for a second. 15,000 BTUs, baby.
I just made a viewpoint that when European people suffer from extreme heat, why do we need air conditioning? Many people reject this argument. They say AC is too expensive, it's not worthy given their place has only a few days of hot temperature, and I get it, I understand. But such answer ignores a very core problem. What makes usage of AC become a luxury in Europe while the Chinese and American can access them with such little cost?
Canadians have it. Not in stores sometimes, but they've got it in like their homes.
If we keep hiding behind...
Not always. Leaf did have one apartment back in the day that didn't have AC. That shit sucked.
Such issues, then Europe has no future. Our energy costs, manpower costs, AC equipment costs are all so much higher. Who caused it? In 1 or 2 weeks, heating events might be less intense, and people will forget about the pain. Ignore that. But the high cost boom will keep hitting people everyday life. So when I open my television and newspaper, I just want to see some hope and positivity. I want to see politicians propose agenda on how to cut costs, how to build capacity, but instead, what is filled with our social media now? Who said something that may look racist? Who said something stupid? Who said something misogynistic? Please, don't get me wrong.
You've been watching my show.
I'm still liberal value-based person,
Oh,
but all
okay.
my rationality tells me that this is very wrong. When I visit a Chinese factory and I realize a fancy AC can cost only less than 200 euro in production, manual installation costs only 30 euro, while electricity is only 20% of Germany's, you will be nuts to say this is alright.
Yeah, you voted for that, liberal. Remember? This is what you wanted. You wanted to save the earth. And now the earth is going to kill you. That was Around the World. All right, shut up. I'm not going to take like a full break, but I do need to take a piss. We're almost 3 hours into the goddamn show. So, it's time for you to watch a commercial for my upcoming feature, which I may redo all the fucking footage of. I don't know. Like, part of it I'm not happy with. But still, the story will still apply, even if I change a little of the art. So enjoy this commercial, but not really a commercial. Everyone likes to say they came from nothing. Well, I actually did. Get hyped, huh? All right, thank you. Thank you. Got a feature-length anime experience about the origin story of Los Tejas and how Adonis Paul came here. How your old buddy, your food and beverage administrator, got his job. But now it's time to put that aside and enjoy some rage. Tonight, in Road Rage. First, this lady needs to have a little cry on us, so just calm down. It's gonna be okay.
It is moments like this where my SI thoughts are just so strong.
What's an SI thought? Do you have, suicidal ideation? Don't kill yourself. Have sex with sandwich. You'll feel better.
And heavy because
Bring him a milkshake. That's his fucking weakness. That motherfucker love a milkshake.
my car is literally breaking down and I can feel the transmission like dropping or something crazy.
Yeah, that'll happen. That can happen. Your transmission can drop straight out of your car. You should have that looked at.
Every time I drive.
No, you shouldn't keep driving it when the transmission starts to drop. What the fuck? Every time I drive, I feel my transmission start to drop. Is it stutter when you change gears? Is it going chunk, 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 chunk before? Yeah, it's about to drop out. You got a problem.
I have no money. I literally have no money. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I'm only making money if I have clients as an esthetician. I don't have parents to help me.
That's a tough spot. We've all had a vehicle we needed repaired, and it was an expensive repair. I don't know. You thought about prostitution?
Even if my parents were in my life right now, like...
Why are your parents not in your life? I thought... Wait. When you said you don't have any parents to help you, I thought you meant like they're dead. Purple hair, nose ring, crying in a parking lot about how life's unfair. I wonder whose decision it was for you not to have your parents in your... Let me guess. They're just terrible, traumatic, horrible, abusive people.
They are beyond broke and...
Oh, okay.
They wouldn't be able to help me. Regardless, I have no one in my life right now.
No, you pushed them all out.
And I am so alone. I'm like laughing, crying because it's a fucking joke at this point. My life is literally a joke.
Sell the car. Take the bus.
I don't understand.
I take it back, man. Sandwich, don't fuck this bitch, dude. This is annoying.
And why I was given such a difficult
Don't even let her stay in the guest trailer.
life, and I just have to figure everything out.
You know, every redneck guy, rednecks with land always got that trailer on the back of the land nobody lived in for a whole generation. Like, they try to get you to go stay in it. Yeah, man, we got another house on the property, man. It's empty. You just go stay in there. You get there, and it's a busted up fucking 30-year-old trailer. Smells like meth brew.
On my own, it's so annoying. so annoying. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. And I don't
She does have a mouth and a butthole. You got to fill that mouth up most of the time. Listen to her.
know what I'm gonna do. I really have no idea what I'm gonna do.
How about you get a real job instead of a contract anesthetician job? How about you apply for something full-time, sweetie?
My job is 5 minutes away, and hopefully it will last me.
It's 5 minutes away? You know, then park the fucking car, you crying idiot.
The next couple of weeks, days, I don't think it's gonna last me that
Better
long.
take some YouTube tutorials on how to drop a tranny in a parking lot. Don't search that. That'll be different results you get.
I don't understand what is going on with it. Oh my god. I'm going crazy.
Crazy? I was once crazy. Next in Road Rage. A fat no. When showing off goes wrong. Be careful out there when you're out there peacocking.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like Internet Zen Master says, you know, if all else fails, why don't you reconcile with your parents, move back in, and get a real fucking job? I'm an anesthetician, so I don't work all the time. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the part of your life that's the problem. Well, I don't want to work 40 hours a week. Well, I'm sorry. We none of us signed a contract to be born in America. We just play the hand we were dealt, bitch.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You got that? You got that?
I'm not good with my hands, Sandwich. I'm not good with mechanics. I'm not a mechanic. That's why I have mechanics as my best friends in the world. It just worked out that way. But every time I've been forced to do something, I've never failed. It may have been a pain in the ass. I may have broken shit on the way, but it eventually got... I am a man. Give it a shot, bitch. You know, it's not... Maybe it's not your transmission falling. Maybe it's just a wire harness that's doing that. That can make your shit stutter. You fucking idiot.
Oh my gosh. He's crashing.
Look at you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You got that?
You got that?
Somebody was a little too happy about the Knicks win. Brought out their thematic fucking third wheel. And again, boom. A second one. You know, when you crash into two cars on the same street, you actually get to start again, accelerate, and go. You need to just don't drive anymore, ever. Friends and neighbors, women are mad, and I listen when women are mad because it amuses me. First, did you know that Gen Z is the hardest working generation? No, I'm serious. That's what this lady said.
Despite selling our lives and our souls for money, pretty much, Gen Z is the hardest working generation.
Yeah, I don't think you are. I'm pretty sure my grandparents worked harder than my mom or my dad. And my mom, maybe not my dad, to be honest with you. Dad's more like me. I get it from him. My mom definitely worked harder than me her whole life. Every day. Just got up, went to work like it wasn't shit. Never even bothered to do the same fucking thing every day of her life. Now, following that trend, I probably work harder than you. Gen Z is not the hardest working generation. You are the laziest, most excuse-making generation. And that doesn't make you any better or worse than me, sweetie. Because my parents would have said the same shit about Gen Z or Gen X.
Yet we're the brokest one. Nobody has money anymore.
You think that's different for us? You think that's different for your millennials or your Gen X people? You think we had money when we were your age? I was never able to save $1 until I was in my 40s, sweetheart. Gen X and millennial attitudes towards you are different for a reason. It's not because we're just pretending that things aren't hard on you. It's because we didn't have anything more than you had, and we didn't bitch about it all the time like you.
We're all just hanging by a thread. There are some people out here that are literally having to take out personal loans because they no longer can afford to pay their bills.
Yeah, hey, bitch. That has always been the case. I know people my age have to do that. It's called being poor. Quit trying to pretend that you're personally being affected. You're not. You don't have it as bad as the older people. Everyone since your grandparents has been fucked. I do not have the living standard of my mother, who's a boomer. Nobody in my generation does, not on average. You will not have the same living standard as me. We are in a slow societal decline. Thanks to the people that you vote for, by the way.
We're running on this hamster wheel week in and week out, yet it feels like we just keep getting further and further behind.
Oh, quit inviting in all your brown friends from around the world, and there'll be more of our resources to go around for you, huh?
We're too burnt out to connect with anybody. We're too tired.
What? All you fucking do is live on social media. You're connected with everybody. Connection's not the problem. Real relationships are the problem. Real human connection's the problem.
To even like envision a future for ourselves. It's like, what kind of future do we have anymore where we're constantly running and running and running, yet we're not getting anywhere? The American
That has been every generation since born since 1980. The peak of our society and hope for the future happened in the 1990s. Ever since then, things have been getting slowly and steadily worse. Do you know what I hoped for? When I was a child, I hoped to be rich. When I was in my 20s, I was under a delusion that I was just waiting for my big idea to happen. Now, my goals involve not dying on the fucking streets because there's no Social Security and I have no retirement savings. You'll get there. You just need life to kick you in the cunt a few more times till you stop fighting it.
dream still seems attainable for the people that are brainwashed. And if you're woke, this realm is a literal fucking nightmare. We shouldn't be so quick to accept this. It's like they literally brainwashed all of us to
No, yeah, that's that woke thing you were talking about. You're brainwashed.
tolerate abuse. And once you start questioning,
How are you abused? Being asked to put in the same 8 hours a day that everyone else does? How are you being abused, woke girl?
all of it,
You know what I find? Like, the further left women are, the more they water down the definition of what abuse is for some reason. Because most privileged Disney princess raised suburban white girls, aka you, have never experienced it. So it can't be pure abuse because no one's ever beaten your ass or raped you. It's got to be like society abuses me in general because of the patriarchy. Really? Has your husband ever kicked in the door, called you a cunt, and just beaten the shit out of you? No, then you weren't abused.
and you see all of it for what it is, people will literally tell you that you're fucking crazy. How is it acceptable to work every single day, yet you still can't afford life, you're still unable to pay your bills, you're still having to take personal loans out? Like, I don't understand how we're all not collectively angry enough to, quote unquote, stop doing this. Once people stop being so quick to accept this, once people stop being okay with this, nothing's gonna change. It's us against 13 families, and if we want to put a stop to this, I feel like it's either now or never.
Yeah, you know, the weird thing is we can agree on the fucking problem. But your solutions are so screwed up. You're like, this is run by 13 families, so what we need to do is not let the 13 families run the world, but still carry their plan out. What would your plan be to oppose the 13 families? Full open borders and subjugation of white people in their native countries? Why don't you just let the Rothschilds and fucking and BlackRock just keep running it? These fucking people, man. Ugh. They are some characters, aren't they? Let's see. I think I saw something come in during that. I don't want to miss anything. I'm so grateful for all of you fine people being out here tonight supporting the show. Please hit that Rumble Rant button if you haven't already. I'll go a little bit late. Maybe that Super Chat button is enticing to you. My Ko-Fi is awesome. But not only that, you can have Gunnar Pablo or Hank Hilt say shit if you go to supertip.gg. All of those things are great. And I'm about $30 away now. The Internet Zen Master for $5 says, ma'am, if all else... Oh, I already got that one. Well, I thought I could have sworn I saw something come in. Well, I guess I was wrong. That's sad. Please unsad me if you have the ability. And you know you do. It's nothing that you'll miss. Come here for a second. Come here. Let me talk to you. Yeah, not your friend. Go fuck off. Hey, man. Everyone here has noticed that you haven't kicked in a little money to keep late night on the air. Look at all these improvements everyone's enjoying, man. And they all put money in. So I'm going to need you to do it too. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm really getting your back because if everyone, we've been talking about welfare and freeloaders and shit like that all night, man. And I don't want these guys to think you're one of those. All right. So just do yourself a favor. Do me a favor. Hit that Rumble Rant button. Throw in a 5. Hit that Ko-Fi. Make sure that I can sit around and just fuck with AI video and make Pleasure Palace shit all day tomorrow because I love it and you're going to love what comes out of it. The more I love the art, the more I love the process, the more you're going to love the product. And boy, am I happy with it. I know you will be too. Just do your friend AP a favor. Nah, not a favor, because I'm not going to pay you back. Just do me a solid. Do the right thing. Around here, we used to call that doing your part.
Young people from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part. Are you? Join the mobile infantry and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship.
Salmon shot that kid as a joke just as soon as he dropped on the battlefield, so I usually don't play that. But hey, I put it back in rotation for tonight. CW came through with 1 gifted subscription over on Rumble. Thank you. That's $5 Rooney's closer, $25 to my clanker dreams. So let me do something for that money, friendos. Let's see. What segment would be amazing right now? We have Retail Madness. We got White Pills. We got those darn white people. We've got the fatigue. How about some White Pills? Come on, it is late in the evening. Let's do a couple of White Pills. I'll do something on top of that too. We won't stop at White Pills. Let's feel cozy, wholesome with Daddy Driver.
Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. Cause you're a sky.
Hopper said CW's gifted your bot a sub 2 days in a row. I'm sure Mr. Fever Time appreciates it. AJ uses that account too. So you're really giving AJ a sub. So I'm sure he's very grateful for that. AJ, if you're out there, say thank you.
Cause you're a sky full of stars. And cause you light up the path. I don't care.
I've always thought that life had an allure. Any life where like your home is on your back like a turtle. I mean, I live most of my life in one room of this house. I have a whole house. I sleep in one, I prepare food in the other, and I kind of spend the rest of my time in my office. Living out of a fucking truck cab would not be as hard for like me than it would be for a lot of people. Provided I had the right tech, living in a motorhome would be awesome. Problem is, I want to settle down. You're either going to do that or you're going to settle down and have roots. And I guess just the way I was raised, I just want to, I want to emulate the people I grew up respecting. And they all had homes and property and shit. So that's what I aspire to. But hey, man, if If I just decided to say fuck that and had some different perspective on life, RV life, being a trucker, man, that'd be great. Some people aren't built to be alone. I'm built to be alone. That's not a tough guy brag or anything. You either are or you aren't. Shit looks so cool to me. Kid gets up maybe 5 hours later, crawls in the passenger seat, you know, grabs some food, and then fucking plays his little video games, travels around with dad. Man, that kid's gonna love his daddy. It wasn't that wholesome. And then when they got home, daddy took the boy to the redneck water park. Hell yeah. That's the most fun way to cool off in the summer if you're planning to knock down a water tower in the next couple days. That was our white pills. How wholesome was that? You feel better about life? Shit, man, me too. It's time for those darn white people, though. Why don't you crackers stop fucking with people, man? Just mind your business and stop caring about being robbed. Tonight in those darn white people, somebody is a very bad influence on your little sister in my audience, and I wanted to congratulate you for that.
I just know your daddy's probably killed more deer in his time than fucking ladybugs.
Wait, hold on, man. Who kills ladybugs? Yeah, I know gardeners don't like them, but I've never swatted a ladybug. I've sprayed I've sprayed tomatoes to make sure they don't eat them. But if a ladybug lands on you, you don't fucking swat it. You just kind of flick it off your arm. It's not trying to. It's a ladybug, you evil bastard.
Actually, we kill mints.
I kill.
You kill what?
Actually, we kill mints.
Nick, what?
I kill what?
Neighbors.
Oh. Well, thank you for making that clear. I have a real problem with your language outside of a rap song, ma'am. I want you to know that. I'm offended by that. Put on some mystical. You know how we do around here. If you're going to say that word, you got to be rapping. It's got to be that fire.
I kill what?
Neighbors.
I kill what? What the? See, and this is why when people see an American flag on my wall, they get the wrong idea because of fucking people like you. I kill what?
Neighbors.
What the? See, and this is why when people see an American flag on my wall, they get the wrong idea because of fucking people like you.
Do you also have a giant fucking rebel flag on your wall? Because that might indicate some ideas they have about blacks. I know that's not what the Civil War was about, but that particular flag was co-opted.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
She was not kidding.
I got a few of them, but I don't fly them outside. It scares some of my neighbors.
Yeah, that shit was not funny either. You're actually fucked up in the head for that.
When your ex beats you, and now he's in jail for touching on another woman, and he's black, then yeah, it's okay.
So all black.
To be fair, ma'am, like black, touching on women is not an exclusively black activity. We've been known to do it too. Not in the frequency they do.
People are bad because your ex was black and he beat you and he touched another woman? What if a white person did it? There's so many just dumbass people on this earth, and you're the reason that racism exists. And
no, they're not. The behavior of certain people is the reason racism exists.
It sucks because there's just dumbass white people and there's dumbass black people, and you got dumbass Mexicans.
That's true, but are we talking about dumbass white people or dumbass Mexicans right now, sir? Anytime you say, like, man, those black people right there, just point out some dumb shit black people do. There's dumb white people too. Yeah, are we talking about them right now?
There's too many dumbass people. That's the problem.
I mean, these are some like buck-toothed backwards rednecks, these girls, but
it's not even a race issue. It's just a dumbass issue. Just got too many dumbasses.
Niggers.
Ha! Yes! Oh, Holy shit, you're having a bad time tonight on Omegle. All the little girls hate. I don't know what to tell you.
See? Just too many dumbasses. It's not a racist issue. We just got dumbasses. Same bitch got a pair of Jordans on her wall, by the way.
Okay, and is
Michael Jordan ran so you could walk, bitch.
Perhaps she doesn't think that Michael Jordan is one of those. Perhaps when she says that word, she's specifying a very specific culture within the black community. One that black people hate too, if they have more than an 80 IQ.
Peggy is dabbling in something called shibari. I'm not concerned about the act itself. It sounds fun, don't get me wrong, but this silky rope couldn't hold down a tarp in a small breeze, I tell you what.
Well, that's because you know how to explode, Hank. You know the tricks. But yeah, no, he can't. Not like that. No, he's not gonna blow up. He's not gonna explode into spiders. But Hank knows how to put some wet rug down and strength train with it, and that is important. It's a real trick. I assume it came from somewhere. Thank you very much, Samurai Cicada. Hopper said, I already got that one, thanks. And I heard a Ko-Fi come in. Let me make sure we get that. Don't want to miss anything. Two Krosky for $25. Wow. Somebody's going to get a lesson from G.I. Joe. He says, just a thought. All right. I'm getting some scripting advice. In one of the movies or skits during one of your fights, for no reason at all, have a topless woman walk by just a bouncing. She might have been there. You just didn't know you were fighting. Just some eye candy. Just hey, something made everyone scream for me to turn around during the fight. Something like that. All right, I think I can work. Now that's in my brain as a bit, so that'll probably come out on the page. It'll end up getting pooped out on the page somehow. Probably won't end up in the movie because there's only one. No, there's two. And neither one of them, I mean, I guess I could put a naked woman just if the outside of the film, I'll be able to do that. The first film is supposed to be like ironically dramatic. It's supposed to be like ironically a deep like piece of work. That's what's funny about it. But the Pleasure Palace series that it sets up, it ends with me being Pablo and, how where we are now. It'll end and bring us there. In those later episodes where, we're going to things like me crapping out an alien baby and we do more comedic shit, that would be a gag I would throw in. So, yeah, that's a good one. I like that idea. And I like to give us lessons. You gave me one. Let me give one back. The 80s are boring. Want to do some drugs? Oh, shit, I thought you'd never ask. So we'll just try anything random here in the medicine cabinet. Drop it, cracker. A black guy. That's right. Not all drugs are the same. When you want drugs, you need to come to a real drug dealer like me. Yeah, but we don't have real drug dealer money. Shit, I bet your mama got some money. Check her purse, under her mattress, sock drawers, all that shit.
I can steal Mom's wedding ring from her first husband.
So why are you in our bathroom window? I like watching people poop. I get my money. I just realized my kid has it so rough. I don't carry a bunch of cash around. There's nothing to steal out of my wallet. And you take something off my card, I'm going to get a fucking email or a notification about that shit immediately. I can track you. You're using my card, I can track your location however, whenever I fucking want. Poor kid. We have an animate request. Sleazy P. Martini with a mustache eating Cheez-Its while Pablo runs away from Tom Holman. Which you want is while. Why did that happen? Okay. That's not backspace, AJ. That delete doesn't do the same thing backspace does. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, small programming error for your thing. Just, delete and backspace make the delete thing happen the other way. While. Okay, spacebar works. Pablo runs away from Tom Holman. I like that. All right. We may be going to visit our friend Sleazy if he's still on the air here in a few minutes. But as for now, we're still talking about white people. No, we're not. White people are over. Not just the segment is over. White people are awesome. Hell yeah. And now, ladies and gentlemen, where should we go from here? Let's do some protests and activism before we cringe talk out. And if you want the show to keep going late, I still have a little more content. Just send a little more money, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that Rumble Rant button, that Ko-Fi. Those are the preferred ways to pay. And it looks like our Animate is ready. Let's check that shit out.
Time for some Cheez-Its. Catch me if you can. Stop right there.
Okay, so we have Pablo, not sleazy.
Time for some
Eating
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its
Catch me if you
while-
can. Stop right
that's
there.
Cheetos. While Pablo runs away from Tom.
Time for some Cheez-Its.
Should have been Tom
Catch
Holman.
me if you can.
It's not
Stop
Tom
right
Homan,
there.
but he probably doesn't know who Tom Homan is.
Time for some Cheez-Its.
I
Catch
can't
me
hear
if you
Pablo
can.
saying.
Stop
It's probably
right
something
there.
like, oh, these are such good Cheez-Its. I loved him so much. I love that cheesy snack. All right, protests and activism. Thank you very much for that, by the way. First, Alan Dershowitz gets pressed.
What did you do on Epstein's Island? What did you and your wife do on Epstein's Island?
Read this book. Find out the lies that these people are telling.
You know what you're doing right now is just making people hate Jews. You know that, right? People are asking you about your time spent on Pedophile Island because you are named. And you are holding up a book about how anyone who criticizes you is anti-Semitic. You're aware they're expecting that excuse, right?
What did you and your wife do on Epstein's Island?
They fucked kids. What else is there to do on Epstein Island? They fucked kids and drank. Stoner with a Boner says, here's some money. Thank you, Stoner with a Boner. Look at that. Boom. I have to come up with something else here.
Do you regret going to Epstein's Island?
And don't listen to these anti-Semites.
Do you regret going to
Don't listen to these anti-Semites.
Epstein's Island? What did your wife do on Epstein's Island?
It reminds me of that Jewish guy from Sopranos, the one who was trying to rip off the blacks for their music money. You listen to me, kid. My people were the white man's. Back when you were making white, you were still doing cave paintings. It's like, all right, well, so you were being, so you're a victim of racism, but also I'm a monkey, is what you're saying.
Have a lot of nerve. So I can sue you.
Oh, whoa.
Pedophile! 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 Pedophile!
You sound like you're cheering for pedophiles. You guys are aware of that, right? That's a cheer that we use when we're trying to hype something up. There's Stoner with a Boner. We have an anime request. Pablo being crushed by a theater curtain that has Late Night with Adonis Paul Marquis sign and with fireworks, sparklers, and flashing lights. Oh, that sounds nice. I sure would love to see Pablo advertise the show. While we're waiting for that to percolate, we'll have an angry abortion discussion.
Oh my fucking god. You're in a cult. This is a fucking cult.
No,
Well, which one of them is screaming and ranting about their ideology, man?
you're in a cult of death, right?
Death to who?
Like you're
Death to who?
you're advocating for death to preborn children.
This is fucking insane. I don't
No,
even
it's not
want
insane.
me all over it.
Right? Yes. If you have something good to say and you're proud of it, you can say it, and it'll end up on YouTube.
You are a fucking man.
Right.
You do not get to decide what the fuck a woman does.
Glad
with her
you can
body.
tell the difference.
And you too.
Well, then you don't get to decide what we do with our wallet. If I don't get to decide whether or not you can have a baby, fair enough. I don't think I should. You certainly don't get to decide whether or not I pay for it for 18 years. Your body, your choice, sweetheart. And if you make that choice and you made it very clear this is 100% your choice and your business and none of the man's business, and then take care of your choice. Something is wrong with the programming, AJ. And I've looked, and the right models are there for the right characters. So somewhere in your programming, They're backwards. Now, with what I've learned with AI, it's probably the tagging that's ambiguous. You're probably doing some auto tagging somewhere, and it's making it a little ambiguous. So maybe I'll send you some information. You got to talk to AI like you're a director. Like you can't just be like, for instance, hey AP, he's running down the street. You know, Jake Dyson's chasing him. Just something I'm doing today. Jake Dyson's just chasing him. He takes a left-hand turn, bumps into Vito. Vito knocks him down. Says, "Have you seen a fucking Jew in a white suit?" And AP responds, "No," and then runs the other direction. Then Jake Dyson runs up and says, "No, that was him." That's not how you can explain it to AI, or it's gonna come out fucked up. You have to be very, very specific. You can't talk. You literally have to talk to it like you're directing a scene. You have to say, cut to exterior shot, city, day. Adonis Paul, cut to 50% wide angle shot, 10 feet in front of Adonis Paul as he runs toward the camera on the sidewalk. Otherwise, we run in the middle of the street. Like, you can't, I promise, it's just like some tag out of place somewhere. But here's a horse carriage discussion. Horse carriage workers versus animal rights people. Ooh, this should be interesting.
No, it's not. It's public. It's public. You can't touch her. You took my property. You took my property.
You can't touch her. So she can steal my property, break my shit, do whatever she wants, and I can't touch her? Nah, foot sweep that bitch like Johnny Lawrence, man. Sweep the leg.
You can't take her stuff. She took my stuff. No, she didn't.
Hit her right in the breadbasket. Holding it up like that. You know, she's just leaving, just be like, open chest. Bow.
Holy shit.
Punch her in the titties.
You can't take her.
I'm starting to think violence is the answer. You get violent, you start stealing from us, we get violent with you back.
Her stuff.
I don't think starting the violence is the answer, but violence in retaliation or defense, I'm starting to get a very positive view of it. Especially towards the most arrogant people who think that they're above it happening to them, aka women about this age that are liberals.
She took stuff from me. No, she didn't.
That is my property. That is my property that you took.
I got you on camera assaulting. I got you on camera.
How would she take it from you?
She grabbed it out of my pocket. She grabbed stuff out of my pocket.
Fuck these activists. Every single one of them needs to be shit kicked.
She grabbed that lady.
Activists paved the way for all your rights. No, I'm a strict constitutionalist. They did not. A bunch of old slave-owning white men made my rights. All you've done is try to dismantle that, and I hate you for it.
That was my property.
Took stuff out of my
That
pocket.
was my property
She's a
that
liar.
you took, and I asked for it back, and you did
That's not
give
yours.
it back.
It's public. You're handing it out
No.
to the public.
I did not
And I'm
hand
calling
it.
the police right
I did
now.
not hand it to you.
She grabbed something out of my pocket.
It was right there.
It would be really cool if someone just shot the activist, but it'll never happen. Well, I mean, it does happen, but not in this video. Friends and neighbors, you guys know who Scott Wiener is? Yeah, you do. Fucking queer politician. Well, Scott Wiener got pressed at Pride by somebody that, or the person that posted the video. Laura Iziguire says they're a known Russian asset that's trying to drive division in the LGBT community. That's how she copes about everything. If she didn't try to personally attack me as a human being, she'd said I was a bot a long time ago. That's just what, anytime she gets criticism, they're just bots. They're all bots. They're Russian assets.
Scott, I think your legislation.
This bitch is stuck in 2016. Russiagate and bots and the Russian election interference and bots and Facebook ads. And stuck in 2016. Desperately, I mean, tragically stuck.
On trans issues and your legislation specifically.
That's not Scott Wiener. That's Mr. Girl.
Protecting queers on the sex offender registry is fantastic. Like, I really applaud you for that.
Why would you need to keep queers off the sex offender registry? I want queers on the sex offender registry. I want all sexual orientations of child predator on that registry. Laura brags in her argument that the registry should be abolished, that sex offenders have less than some low recidivation rate, like something like 13%. She even puts exclamation points on it, like she's trying to sell you. That's and like thievery was like 20-something%. She's like, that's a difference of 7%. See, here's the thing. Maybe the registry is the reason that they don't reoffend in the same numbers as crimes where you're not stuck on a fucking registry the rest of your life, huh? You ever think of that? Could that be a factor, genius Laura? I swear to God, this person's just retarded.
And I think you deserve to be here for that.
Just retarded, like a left-wing retard. And the only people that will tolerate her are queers, so she just loves them.
But I think your housing policy, and specifically your housing policy aligning with Yimby's, and I think your policy, and I think your policy on the genocide in Gaza, and I think your policy on the genocide in Gaza,
he's not going to betray the Jews. AIPAC is that they pay him.
I think you do not belong here.
Scott Wiener would throw all of you in a fucking furnace for the right price. Know that.
You do not belong here. You do not belong here, Scott, anymore. It sucks because you've been wonderful. You've been wonderful for trans people, and you've been terrible. And you've been...
Again, Laura Izaguirre. Go at Blue Sky. Queer ATX Laura at Blue Sky. She says this is a Russian asset. I'm not joking. Hold on. I'll show you the stupid fucking post if you want to see how retarded this woman actually is. Let me pull it in here. Like, I know I say things about her sometimes, and some people are like, there's no way she's that retarded. No, she really is. The person making this post is a known Russian asset. According to who, Laura? Show me some proof. And on cue, the maggots come out to celebrate this. They're not even hiding the obvious propaganda. Don't fall for the divide and conquer from bad actors planted in the queer community. No, he's one of you. He's one of you.
Terrible! You've been terrible! You've been terrible on Gaza! You do not belong here anymore, Scott, and it breaks my fucking heart!
Laura Izaguirre has made the argument in articles that she's written that Blair White should be raped and then ignored. I'm not exaggerating that. That it's morally superior to rape Blair White and then just not, and turn a deaf ear.
It breaks my heart! It breaks my heart that someone who wrote good legislation.
He didn't notice how this queer coward didn't start talking all that good shit until he was surrounded by a mob of like-minded people.
For queers is so fucking terrible on Gaza. Scott, do you have anything to say? Do you have anything to say about...
Scott, remind him that there's not a person in Gaza who wouldn't cut his fucking head off. See what he says to that. Watch how they just deny the truth.
Gaza! How could you do this to San Francisco? How could someone like you do this to San Francisco? Scott, say something! Redeem yourself! Do something! Scott, I want to like the person who had
Man, you keep doing this, Scott Wiener's gonna go back to pussy.
such good legislation on trans rights!
You're a piece of shit! We fucking hate
Scott,
Hey, I recognize that park in San Francisco. That's that famous park. Sandwich, you know what to do. We got a location on these queers.
something's gonna happen.
Get him, Sandwich! Oh, man. They'd already left. Most of the people left.
What the fuck?
He's like, they're brown, but they're just heterosexuals. Your day will come. I'm on a mission today. Looking for queers. San Francisco's got to be one around here somewhere.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. They went on the sidewalk.
Yeah, of course they went on the sidewalk. They're willing to drive through the fucking park. You think the sidewalk scares them? Oh, where were we at? We were in protest and activism tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what else we have. What keeps you up at night? Well, here's what keeps this person up at night.
All right, friends. So what are some things that's keeping you up at night? Or one thing?
So many things. I think some of the most pressing that keep me up at night are the thoughts that my daughters are going to have way less rights than I had.
You mean they're not going to be able to, like, murder their baby as a form of convenience and birth control? Well, I'm sorry. That keeps you up at night? You know what keeps me up at night? I'm worried that somebody's going to rob my vehicle that you let into the country because they're all good people until they're not.
Both to their reproductive freedoms and their body.
There it is. That's it. Not only was that not an inalienable right, by the way, it was just a court ruling that you could. It's not in the Bill of Rights. But why is it that important?
To their ability to marry who they want to marry.
Gays can get married. They could marry boys, girls. Who would they want to marry they can't marry right now? Like a dog?
Or maybe even vote. Who knows? But just our lack of...
Or maybe even vote. God, wouldn't that be an amazing world? I think you're reaching a little too far. Even we think that's lofty, but we joke about it.
Are what's keeping me up.
You know, we used to joke about let's ban abortion. Imagine these bitches losing their fucking minds after that. And look what happened. Keep talking about it. We'll make it a fucking plank. Oh, that's what keeps her up at night. You know, you guys are worried about being able to afford groceries or being robbed and harmed. You know, she's worried that her daughter can't, kill her grandchild. And finally, in protests and activism, this lady doesn't celebrate the 4th of July because she's an obnoxious, intolerable cunt and wants you to be one too.
I don't celebrate 4th of July.
What? Okay. Moving on.
Do you?
No, not really, but that doesn't mean I hate it. I'll probably like barbecue. I don't like blow up fireworks and have a party anymore, no. I'm in my middle age and I live alone, so I'm just kind of in that phase where I sit inside.
I'm sure. I'm sure you celebrate it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm an American. It is an American national recognized banking holiday. Yeah, okay, sure, I celebrate it. What's the problem?
But, yeah, America got its independence from Britain.
Yes. That's what 4th of July means.
But there's only one demographic in this country who has true...
Wait, hold on a second. You're about to tell me blacks are British? You're trying... What about the beaners? Whichever the gays... Which marginalized group is still British? I'm unclear.
outright freedom.
4th of July is not a celebration of freedom from anything but the crown of Britain, ma'am. You're thinking about Juneteenth. If you mean freedom from slavery, there's a day for that. It just happened. There were 40 fucking murders.
Go ahead and prepare yourself to roll your eyes, because I'm gonna say it, and I know how much you don't want to hear it. The only demographic in this country who is truly, truly free is the white men. That's it. Nobody else is truly free in this country. And until we are all true.
Can you name me one rule that the white man, that a black man has to live by that a white man doesn't? I don't mean unwritten rules. Like when you get pulled over, you have a different rule set to play by for you not to be shot. That's fucked up. I mean like on the books, systematic rules. Something that would make you less free. Not just the implication that a cop might think you're up to something because of his history with people that look like you. Full on the books. Court says fuck you when you ask for it. What different? What do I have?
Truly free in this country?
I got news for you, sweetie baby. Nobody's truly free. The idea of American freedom is a fucking illusion. You do not have any rights. God did not give you any fucking rights. The people with the tanks and guns told you what your fucking rights are, and they kill you if you don't abide by it. It has always been that way. It will probably always be that way. The only rights you have are the rights you're willing to personally die for. Do you know why I have a right to my land? Because if somebody tries to take it from me, I'm either going to kill them or they're going to kill me. Blood and soil type shit. That's it. This liberal idea of this vague ghost of rights is fucking retarded. What do you have the right to? That if the government puts their boot on your neck, then you don't have that right anymore, do you? Yeah, unless you're willing to fight to the death for it, right? Yeah, so it's not inalienable. Your rights are supported by the strength of the strength of the men that are willing to die for them. That's it. End of fucking story.
There's no reason to celebrate 4th of July. I mean, it's on a Saturday. We're all still going to get together with family and enjoy each other's company, but 4th of July, pass.
For instance, you have a Second Amendment right to have a firearm. What if the government just decides, well, you don't? What if the Supreme Court just decides, well, you don't? If you're not willing to shoot every motherfucker that comes for that gun, that wasn't really a right. You're not going to... It just changed. You didn't fight for it. I don't know if I explained that correctly, but it's... In my mind, it makes sense. Midnight says, when their Jewish word magic doesn't work, they cower, tremble, run away, and surrender. Ha! Fucking ha. He did an apology video, and it failed. Yeah, I imagine it would. No one's trying to hear that shit. Ah, you want to see me suck a mushroom, huh? Well, you know what? I have a feeling it's going to have Pablo doing it, because we were just discussing that problem. You may know audio, Midnight Exile, but you do not know programming. Or maybe you do. Maybe you want to see Pablo suck that mushroom. I watch him do it from like an above vantage every night. I'm going to be doing it here in a minute. Because that was protests and activism. Internet Zen Master says, only white men are truly free in this country? I think every white man in America who's paid attention to things over the last 15 to 20 years doubts that. Yeah. I'm so free that I get thrown in a fucking cage by pedophiles if I don't pay for the fucking lifestyle, the free, no working lifestyle of my inferiors. That's such freedom. Kind of in the same way a parent of a bad child is free, right? It hurts my heart. My little, weak, black heart. So I might as well finish the job. No more half measures. With Cringe Talk.
Man, if this ain't white privilege, I don't know what it is. If this ain't white motherfucking privilege, I don't know what the fuck it is.
That man's a convict. He's a work crew trustee that pig is using as a personal slave to tank up his truck. That's not white privilege. He's just the most trustworthy fucking criminal.
Privilege, I don't know what the fuck.
You're looking at a what appears to be actually a Latino old man in county jail saying he has privilege?
It is. If that ain't no white privilege, I don't know what the fuck it is.
No, you don't know what the fuck it is. Maybe yell that at the white people that aren't wearing county oranges. Cringe Talk.
Oh, heck no! No! Those girls are all boobs and no brains. I'm too busy in a library reading books with dust on them. How?
You should be way more ashamed to be a whore. Cringe Talk.
She has lockjaw. Her last name? Sinatra. Her name? Jenna.
They're gonna come get you.
Okay.
Thank you. How long has it been like that?
Half hour now.
Yeah.
Not married yet, are you?
Oh, they're right there.
Never seen that before.
Really? That's good to know.
Sorry to laugh.
You're good.
I think that's it. It hurts when you do that? So she's gonna start an IV and we're gonna give you some little bit of muscle relaxing stuff.
Okay.
And then we're gonna try and put it back.
Okay.
Okay?
What does a muscle relaxer do?
Just relaxes your whole body and all the muscles.
Yeah, I didn't know we hit it.
Makes you loopy. Like, did you hear her say it's gonna give you the good stuff? You getting a little like groggy?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah.
I don't really want to pass out, but I feel like it. You got muscle relaxer? Now I don't know. I have more pain. I'm drooling.
Sandwich, do you even feel remorse for what you did to this poor girl? Jesus, man, at one point you gotta switch out to the vagina. Cringe talk.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. Work it harder, make it better, do it faster, makes us stronger.
Yeah, okay, how about you just stop laying there and getting fucked? Cringe talk.
Why are y'all asking my 2-year-old at a pediatric appointment what gender she is and what pronouns she prefers? She doesn't even know her ABCs.
Yeah, that's by design, you idiot. And up until this happened, your dumb ass was probably voting for it. Do better in the future. Cringe talk. Wow, man. Lacey Green really looking rough out here. Hey, thank you very much, Dale. Gail Dribble. Gail. My hope is that this set and this AP, well, I know this AP is 10 times less horrifying to look at, so that we're already on the right track. Yeah, I tried to reach to do a little too much shit. Now we're get back to the simple shit. People like it better. It's fine. Easier for me, too. Demo. Ashita Wa Wonderful. God. How come it put me on the... It made it AP this time when I'm sucking a giant mushroom? I'm just loving it. To be fair, I did feel that way about mushrooms for a time in my life. I was a big fan of them. Then, in my middle age, I tried them a few times, and they were really fun. Until one time when it wasn't, and then I never did them again. That's right. I'm mushroom celibate. Mushroom sober. Oh, and more importantly... ...2:43 a.m. here in fabulous Las Tejas, broadcasting live from Adonis Ball's Pleasure Palace Hotel, Casino Resort and Gun Range. I'm Adonis Ball, your entertainment director, your whatever your fucking name is, and you have completed your Saturday night super show here on Late Night with Adonis Ball. Brand new shit for all of you. Fuck them motherfuckers that were talking shit. We're going to be back tomorrow with High Stakes Rumble exclusive, ladies and gentlemen, and then Late Night comes back to you on Monday. So whichever one you like, either I'm not going to see you until Monday or I'll see you tomorrow for some high stakes excitement. Now let's see who's still on, who I can throw a Rumble raid to real quick. Oh, Sleazy went off the air, man. It was a little late for him. I really wanted to throw him one. We got, let's see, who we got here? Salty Grower's on. Well, how about that? Let's see what Salty's doing. Premium creator shit after dark. Oh, he's doing a premium stream. Yeah, it is the end of the month. God damn it. We're all going to be doing that soon. Sorry for your feeds on the behalf of all the creators who are made to do that. Shelleyon's on, but no one's watching it. Professor Grass is doing something. It's one person there, though. Oh, it's a stream replay. Yeah, you don't want to see a replay. All right, man, you're going to hang out with Devin Stack, bros. That's my only other guy that I know I can send you to. Go hang out with Devin. As for the rest of you, I'll see you guys either tomorrow on High Stakes or for Late Night on Monday. I'm Adonis Paul, your entertainment director. Once again, wishing you well, saying thank you to those who supported the show. Thank you very much for inviting me into your home, and later!